Hey everyone, and welcome back to Commander Clash, and this week, we finally get our hands on the brand new Kamigawa Neon Dynasty cards. They're on Magic Online, they just got released, so it's time to finally play with the brand new commanders from the set. And this also includes the commander cards from the commander sets, Neon Dynasty Commander, which is first in a while. Usually we don't get these commander cards, so super excited to showcase all of the new products, not just the standard set. So let's start with Richard. What are you running today?
All right, I have Satoru, Umezawa, the wannabe ninja. So you basically, is it anticipate? You anticipate when you do ninjutsu. And then every creature in your hand has ninjutsu for 4. So I have a bunch of ninjas, and I also have a bunch of wannabe ninjas. And I have one card which I've always wanted to play in Commander, and it's like a terrible trash card. But this is the 1 week where it can actually work. I hope I get to play it, and I might lose the game when I play it, but it'll be hilarious. But this is the only justification. So there's that. Other than that one Richard inclusion, this is a pretty standard looking Umezawa list. I was going to go for the memes and like ninjutsu and birds or something, but I'm like, that's probably not going to be cool. So expect all the goodies you would expect out of an Umezawa deck. So if I get to ninjutsu what I want to, you guys will not be having a good time. So I suggest you have blockers or something to deal with this. Yeah, ninjas. And some non-ninjas.
I guess it's good to clarify for this week. This week is pretty high powered. Like, we're all bringing some of the strongest, most powerful commanders from the set because we want to do it justice. So Satoru Umezawa is not going to be some jank deck. It's going to be like, you know, the proper blight steals or whatever. I assume, unless Richard is going to bamboozle us and is actually like,
got him.
It's skeleton. You're like, ninjutsu's in a 2-mana skeleton who's like,
it's a cartographer's hawk, and then I get to ramp.
It's not Satoru at all. So yeah, expect like some big plays this time. This is a high power clash, or high power for our standards, I guess. All right, moving on. Seth, what do you got for us this week?
Oh, I have the commander I've been waiting to play ever since it was previewed, with his Isshin 2 Heavens as one. Essentially, Paintermonicon, I think is the best nickname I've heard for it. It's Paintermonicon, but for attacking. It triggers, double triggers anything that triggers because of attacking for any player, which actually opens up some really sweet shenanigans. So my deck has lots of powerful attack triggers, and it also has some cool things to maybe punish other people for attacking. Says, as long as it's my permanent, Isshin's gonna double trigger it. So I'm pretty excited for this deck. Gonna be super aggressive, gonna do a lot of attacking, and we'll see what happens. I considered jankier ways of building it too. You could build like Samurai Tribal or whatever, but this is just like all the sweetest attack triggers I could find, jam them all together and see what happens.
Very sweet. I mean, this is super on brand. Like, if anybody could play Isshin at this table, it has to be you, Seth.
Honestly, it might be more on brand for me than Paintermonicon now that I'm a Boros player. This is like combines my love of double triggering things with my love of playing Boros, apparently, or almost Boros. It's technically Mardu, but close enough.
The inventive way that you're going to draw cards off this. I want to see it.
Oh, don't worry. I've found a way.
All right. Very sweet. All right, and Phil, what are you running this week?
So I'm bringing Hinata Dawncrowned, one of the probably most hyped commanders from the set. So it says, 4 mana, 4/4 flying trample. Spells you cast cost 1 less for each target, and spells my opponents cast cost 1 more for each target. The cool thing about this is that some spells just get ridiculously cheap. Like, let's say a spell costs X and then 1 and targets X targets. It targets everything and costs 1 mana. It seems pretty powerful, and once Richard mentioned, hey, bring the heat, I'm gonna play the actual Umezawa deck. I started to include some cards that I would kind of not play. I'm still not playing stuff like, what's it called? Cyclonic Rift. But I do play Mana Crypt, which I didn't plan this season, but this time I might go a little harder and maybe try to Soulfire Eruption or Magma Opus pretty early in the game It's going to be very explosive if you let me, and I'll try to let me.
Fantastic. It sounds like there's a lot of commanders here that's like, if I get to do the thing, you're gonna die, and I think that's pretty exciting because everybody has that, right? Like,
and with Hinata, it's like very unconventional cards because the text is so unique that you actually get to play cards that you would usually not play, like Soulfire Eruption. Yeah, we saw it last episode. But in this deck, it might, although it was pretty good.
What if you cast it for just 3 mana? And
that's what you're asking. Justifications on Soulfire Eruption.
Can you remember the horror of trying to resolve that? Like, oh no. We'll see.
I remember.
All right.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too because I'm bringing out a deck that I'm probably going to be building a paper version of. This is Shorikai Genesis Engine, aka a Gundam in your command zone. It's not even a creature, it's a legendary artifact vehicle, which can be your commander, has a special stipulation. It's a looter, it discards, it makes pilots, it can get crewed, it's an 8/8. Some people are going to be building it reanimator. Some people are going to be building it vehicles. I'm building it. I'm not going to even try to make it a secret. It's a Mech Titan deck. I'm trying to kill you all with a Mech Titan. It's very ambitious. The way it wins is very ambitious, requires a lot of different pieces for it to work, and is very vulnerable to just failing. But I'm going to offset that by running the best cards possible to make it happen. So I'm going to try my hardest to win with a very janky win condition. So I'm super excited to see if it's actually going to do its thing. I will try my best. Whoa, my voice. 1 second. I need a sippy from my sippy cup. Hashtag.
Is Mech Titan vehicles or equipment? What is the exact stipulation?
Vehicles are artifact creatures. Yeah.
Artifact creatures. Okay, so we're safe from Cauldron. I was gonna
no.
Oh, what?
Well, Tomer's playing it, so we're never safe from Cauldron if Tomer's here.
Do you think you're safe, Richard? We'll find out. We'll see. So those are all our decks for this week. And before we jump into the game though, we gotta do 2 things. First off, we have to shout out our sponsor, cardkingdom.com. If you want to support the show, you can buy all these brand new Kamigawa cards and basically any sort of Magic the Gathering product from cardkingdom.com. And if you use the affiliate link, you're helping the channel as well. And also, if you want to support the channel another way, you can go over to our MTG Goldfish merch store, mtggoldfishmerch.com. You can buy all the beautiful playmats stapled on Richard's wall. You can buy deck boxes, deck sleeves, tokens, and much more, even t-shirts and cool merch like that. Over at the store. And if you want to help this channel grow as well, you can like and subscribe, and that's free. You don't have to pay anything for that. So with all that out of the way, let's hop into the game. All right, we are in the game. Everybody kept their starting hand. I think everybody kept their starting set. Oh, no.
Nope,
Phil went down to 6. So Phil went down to 6. Everybody else kept a starting 7. Seth won the die roll. I go last, so no justice. Kick it off, Seth.
But Tomer, what time is it?
Oh.
I'm not gonna let you get away with it. I'm not gonna let you.
It's time to clash on!
Okay, now we can play Commander. All right, I'm gonna start with a Castle Ardenvale. Might do something eventually.
So funny enough, after I warned you guys this deck is going to be gross, I realized this deck is actually not that good. So it can do gross things when it goes off, but it requires like so many pieces, and you need to fill your deck with so many things. I think just playing like straight up Reanimator or something like that is actually more powerful if you're trying to sneak big things into play.
Yeah. I think that's.
You need like journals to get into ninjutsu, and like you need to spend like 1 billion mana to cast Umezawa and ninjutsu. So it
takes some time to set up for sure.
Yeah,
because we're playing a format that has.
Then it's gross.
I mean, we're playing a format that has like actual sneak attack and perforos, and like there's a lot of ways that you can just be like, hey, here's this big thing, hey, smash you, that doesn't need like an unblocked creature and all this extra shenanigans. So it is cool though. Like it is a really neat commander.
Turn
Ancient too.
Hey yo.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Are you playing a budget deck somewhere?
It's basically a sol rank. No, absolutely not. If everybody's going to be running Mana Crypt, Jeweled Lotus, Dock Size and stuff, you think I can actually handle?
I do not.
I mean, you did
Budget.
just slam it Ornithopter
no
of
matter
Paradise.
No. I tried last week, right? I tried last week. It did not pay off.
Wait,
and
is
also
Ornithopter
this thing is a very very janky the way it wants to win. So I need all the help.
I guess Ornithopter of Paradise kind of makes sense if you're trying to mech Titan because it's an artifact creature, right? So I guess that makes now that actually makes sense.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of mana dorks that are artifacts.
I'm the first to play a Kamigawa card here. Look at these basics.
That doesn't count.
That counts 100%.
They do look good though. They do look really good.
Yeah.
And play Signet and pass.
I like that most sets have like really cool art lands now, because then you have like a lot of choices on how you want to bling out your commanders. Yes. Like it's not just like, hey, I'm running, the unstable lands, and that's like the only one that is considered bling. Like if you want something that's like a Kamigawa commander and you want Kamigawa full arts and you got this, and if you want other stuff, there's always something that's gonna match your commander.
I appreciate the turn 2 Urza Saga.
Yeah, Richard
waiting a turn.
Urza Saga. I played in every deck.
I learned after I got shaved.
Why? What happened in turn 1?
I need the token to the Jitsu, okay? Like, I actually need it.
On turn 1, you can't get 2 constructs out of it, but turn 2 you can.
Oh, I see. Yeah, this is not a budget deck, by the way.
Whoa!
What was here?
We can play Ristic Study now? What is this?
What was here? What?
Original
you guys, I said,
OG duels.
Do you want to run Ristic Study and Smothering Tithe? And you're like, yeah.
Well, no, the OG duels. What I'm surprised.
I'm
because we've never played.
I'm
OG
sorry,
duels.
you draw the line on OG duels.
Wow, Mr. Moneybags over here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait,
we don't have house
Tolbert
bans.
throws away all morals.
We don't have house bans. We don't have. We have Jeweled Lotus is okay. Mana Crypt is okay. Dock
It was a gentleman's agreement. Wow.
No. This is what you want. No more budget. I'm not budget.
Here I am playing Watering Grave like the sucker I am.
It's no longer budget commander. It's blinged commander. I do what I need to do.
Someone strip mined it to get the value off the table. There's too much money here.
I'm sorry, you draw the line from $1,000 decks to like 1,500 decks.
The irony is, I think my board is more expensive on Moto.
They're probably the duels are
because I'm pretty sure Urza Saga is more than Tundra and Ancient Tomb combined.
Yeah. Like weirdly, like Soul Ring's kind of expensive. It won't be for long, but we'll see.
Wait. Is that just 4 mana past?
Yeah, I'm playing.
Yeah, that's very sus.
I'm playing the broken build edition.
That can't be good.
No, that's definitely bad
fine.
For us.
This is super fine. Don't worry. It's just a 3/2. Maybe I don't have spells.
In your Hinata deck.
It's true. It happened.
I'm playing around the spirit part of the gun.
What the heck?
Oh, the Kirin? What is
played Isshin?
Wait,
maybe
look at
for a board wipe.
Oh, please don't. Wait, what is this first creature type on Hinata? It's a Kirin?
Kirin, yeah. Kirin. I don't know what that is, but
Kirin were a creature type in the original Kamigawa. Each one, I think it was just a cycle of them, legendary creatures that were Kirins.
It's an alcoholic beverage.
It's those like angry white women, right? Videos?
Oh,
no.
Karen.
Yeah.
Karens. Oh.
I was like, what?
I was like,
it's like some mythical lion dragon thing.
Is it a thing outside of Magic?
It's
Are
a
like
real
Kieran's
it's a mythical
actual
creature.
fantasy things?
Oh,
Okay.
it's got to be. Oh yeah, I remember the original ones.
It's also a Japanese beer.
Wait, why is Richard passing with all of his mana up?
I'm so confused on everything people are doing
I can
right
make
now.
a construct of instant speed, right?
I guess that's
Unless
true.
you
Remember that one
Two
time
or
someone
more
jumped
other
attacked
lands.
into
I was kind of hoping you would. Yeah, that.
Oh,
I think that
gosh.
might have been you. You've learned so many Urza Saga lessons on Commander Clash, Richard. Talisman, all right, sure.
Wait,
Please
you
reprint
told me?
it.
Wait, what did you just do? You crewed your thing? Oh, and then you drew. It has an ability?
Yeah,
I really
you can
love-
loot.
Oh,
and
I
create
thought this was the other
pilots.
one from the main set. Okay.
I really love Tomer's Commander. I think that's actually like what I'm excited for with it is like Azorius Reanimator. It seems like such the perfect Azorius Reanimator commander.
So I had
Can you
a
Mech Titan right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait, that's a pilot. Never mind.
that's about it. I had a Azorius Reanimator deck that was pretty janky. It was under Niambi. Editor, if you could pop it up. Niambi, Esteemed Speaker, and is this a board wipe?
No.
Oh, what is going on? I'm so confused.
Oh, we're still gonna die.
Nothing.
But
Nothing.
you
Don't worry
didn't
about
cast Isshin last turn. I'm so confused.
Just
What
want
are
to
you
get killed
doing?
for no reason.
it. I'm waiting. I'm playing it patiently. It's a patient Painter Monicon.
So I was playing Niambi and I played it on paper. I played it on Commander Clash even actually. And it's pretty janky. Like Niambi's not the strongest, but it's only a Azorius Reanimator deck. And I eventually was like, you know what? It's cute enough that I'm gonna add it to my paper collection. So I ordered the missing pieces for Niambi, and then literally. The day before the last cards arrived in the mail, Shorikai was previewed, and I was like, "Well, this is just straight up better than."
Oh, it's so good. It's like perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I just took apart Niambi, and I'm gonna build Shorikai instead. It's just so much better, so much better. It's such a good commander.
Talking about Commander, since I didn't draw a land, I might as well
Play it.
play
Phil's
this
getting set up
guy.
to
This
go
can't
off
be good.
next
He
turn.
has a thing and
Move a Stormkill an artist? Yeah, that's kind of insane. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought that was a
that's
counter
scary.
spell.
Yeah, same.
Silly me. so Hinata can like Stormkill could even like basically let you chain a bunch of spells. Like if you're casting for 1 mana, Stormkill can just be like
Yes, I need
Okay.
targets for spells, and some lands would be cool.
I mean, like, so
Yeah, it's
basically,
scary. I'm not gonna.
any of the X spells that target multiple things pretty much usually come free, right? Or whatever
Yes,
their
unless it's
non-X mana
XX.
cost is. Yeah.
what is all this? What are
surprise. I'm artifacts.
Constructs for days.
I'm Urza,
All
the greatest
right,
ninja of all time.
fair enough.
Oops, sorry.
Hmm.
I have a ginger.
Suspicious.
Should I take it?
That's probably one of the best cards in your deck. That's such a good.
Are you actually Construct
attacker.
Tribal? Did you actually bamboozle us? Maybe. Well, Blightsteel is a construct,
Oh.
right? This
Ooh,
actually
I-
feels like.
Oh, that's a good one.
This actually feels.
I've seen this happen to me in Modern.
Matt, don't hit me
many
back
times.
with that sorted up animist.
I just want to ramp a little bit, just a little ramp. Hopefully, I put some basics in this deck.
Hopefully,
we'll find out.
Oh, you didn't even put
Hopefully
you
you
didn't
put some
the Kamigawa ones.
Kamigawa, yeah.
See, Richard and Phil and I, we all picked Kamigawa land, and Seth here just like, I don't
Thank
even
God
care.
my
I'm just
draft
gonna run the same
leftovers
stuff.
made it into my deck. By pure coincidence.
Kamigawa land. So
Ooh.
2,
Yeah,
4,
that's one.
6, 7. What's not a land? Let's cast.
Better see a sky scanner in here. I think it'd be so
Pay
sad.
2. Ugh,
Pilgrim's Eye. Come on.
where am I spent at? 2, 4. 6,
Do you want to be friends this week, Tomer?
what do you mean?
Dude, it's like one turn in the game.
Wait,
I
didn't
mean,
you
like,
want to?
okay.
Didn't you want to be friends
As your-
last game, and then you murdered me?
I think we were friends. That was like turn 13. So someone had to go. It just happened
I was
to be
like, please don't kill
friend.
my commander. And like, well, I could draw a card if I did it. Oh, no, you don't have any more blockers because I killed them all. I might as well kill you.
All right. I'm just going to give you a heads up that I perhaps might be casting a Wrath during my turn because I'm very worried about Storm-killed Hinata. And also I'm getting attacked by big constructs. So keep that in mind as you're making your decisions.
Why would you why
very-
would you
very
warn
kind of
him
you.
about that?
Yeah, that's weird. That's
kind of you.
I don't like Seth's attitude here. You should let him play out his hand and wrath him like you're doing to everyone else.
2,
so I'm honestly the least scared of Tomer's deck because he's trying to simple Mech Titan Core, and I've done this myself in Standard, and I know that it's not super quick or easy. I'm very scared of getting one shot by Blightsteel or Hinata just like going off. So I think Tomer needs the help. That's what I'm trying to say. Out of all of our decks, he's the one that I feel most
You should
most
hit,
comfortable.
I mean, I'm
Tomer
biased,
for
but
the condescending attitude there.
I'm biased, but it is actually true that this is pretty sus.
So we're just gonna play a land. We're going to cast Toxic Deluge.
of course.
And
Ouch.
pay 5 life. Hopefully no one has a force, which could be a thing. Oh, I really need this to resolve.
Sure, I don't have a flash artifact.
Please just go away, everything.
Yeah, I will take a lot of turns until I do something again.
I mean, I lost
Oh, are you playing Isshin
my
now?
pilot,
Yeah, I guess I might as well.
and now I can start attacking.
Haha.
Now you can do your wrath. You know, you need a curse. Any of those curses double trigger, right?
They do.
Yeah.
I have them in my deck.
Double Curse of Opulence, the
They're
dream.
so gross.
There's actually like a lot of.
I guess it's actually not that good because the other person gets 2 tokens too. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like
you get
basically
2
the same
tokens.
thing. Yeah, but it's the same, right?
But you.
If
But
you build your deck-
but if you attack, then you also get 2 tokens, and nobody else does.
Yeah. There's actually
I mean, it's
a
like
lot
you
of
have 2 curse of
shenanigans.
opulences, but
Basically,
it's
yeah,
still
it's
symmetrical.
basically like 2 curses. So it's a little group huggy, but it's still,
Yeah, all
I think,
did was-
totally
Why are
worth
you
it.
at 25? What happened?
Well, you smacked me with constructs, and
Like
I
what?
I
toxic
smacked you for
deluge.
3.
Oh, you deluged.
Yeah,
You did it to
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, that was on me,
Ooh.
and someone else must have attacked me at some point.
That's a nice.
Yeah, I
Kieran.
attacked you for 3.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about Shorikai is that I don't actually care about the pilots, and it just makes pilots. Yeah, it loots for one, and it makes pilot blockers that I don't actually care for.
And I mean, it's even better than looting, right? Because you end up a card, you draw 2
Yeah.
and discard 1, so it's like so good. It's like repeatable card advantage.
Niambi was like pay 3 and tap her, discard a legendary card first. It has to be legendary, and then you draw 2.
And
It's like
and
the
it's
hoops.
not even a creature most of the time, which I think is a
No.
benefit to have it like
Yeah.
not be getting hit by the toxic deluge. It just sits out and loots and loots and loots, and then you turn it on if you want to. It's actually really good.
Yeah, this card's fantastic. It's not like Hinata, where I guess it might have a target on it. It doesn't have as much of a target as Hinata or Satoru, but I feel like that kind of works at its benefit. I think yeah, I'm really excited, and I really want to get a Gundam Wing altar on it. You know, I gotta. It's a mech.
Okay.
Triton
Commander
Shore
staple
Stalker.
Triton's Shore Stalker.
Yeah, of course. Pop off.
For when you really need
That's
to
what I'm
get
saying. You
no-block
gotta fill
attack.
your deck with cards like this. Like, you just straight up like play any like real reanimator or something, right?
And then you also need 4 mana, so it's not like you can just slam your commander
Exactly.
and immediately use it
No.
unless you have a ton of mana.
Plus,
not
everyone
insane.
has the fear of you, which also makes it
Ooh.
not fun.
I have the
What you
fear
got?
of you.
Wait, what? What did I do here?
Yeah.
Gotta tap my mana though.
Stifle it, Richard. You win it.
Wait, what? What's wrong with my
It's your end step.
Oh, I didn't tap that. That was tapped from Titan Shore.
Oh.
Oh,
Got him. Oh no.
that's
I
rude.
mean, if it
I
was
thought we
all-
were safe from this with Krim
Yeah.
taking a break this season, but apparently not.
All right.
Well,
Mm.
glad I'm not drawing cards at the moment.
Yeah.
Can you kill
Let's
it?
see if. Nah, not really. Yeah. I wouldn't like to go down 3 cards.
Alright.
Interesting. Okay.
Swan song. Oh.
Okay, for you. So you can't recast it right now. That's good. Let's allow. If I let this resolve, I still have a turn. I still have priority before I end step.
Yeah, as long as you got a stop set, yeah.
As long as you have a stop.
I have a stop set.
Yeah. Then you'll get priority again, yeah.
Yeah, something to do with one colorless. Oh, you have 2 more mana.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh,
So now
and a pilot.
I'm going to pay blue,
gonna
untap target
double
legendary permanent.
Oh my goodness, so much value. I'm so jealous.
You guys should have protected my notion.
The
Thief.
cross
You did
synergy.
Draw so many cards.
Oh, well, now I should have let Tomer run his board out into the Wrath.
Oh, really?
Maybe
Told you.
Tomer's
Nice.
scarier than I thought. He's going off.
Yeah, it's fine.
This commander is pretty strong.
Apparently.
The Mech Titan is like questionable.
I mean, it's
The
a
Mech Titan
four
is
the commander
drop.
is pretty good.
questionable. That's rude.
The thing is, you
It does
see it
cost-
coming from like a mile away, right? Like,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do see the vehicles slowly building up or whatever. And then it's only a
We'll get rid of
10-10.
Anchor to reality.
It's kind of sad that the Mech Titan only assembles with creatures and vehicles. It makes sense, but having like, I don't know, what's the like? There's so many easy small artifact you can slap together to make it more competitive. If you could, best case, throw Moxens under it, but
I don't know that you want them to do that.
Yeah,
Would
it almost
this be-
it
it
would
would
be
be
too
broken.
good. I wonder if it would
Why?
be too good.
It doesn't it just die to a swords? It's like
Yeah, but you get all your Moxen back, so
oh wow,
you know,
you get
they got
zero
the swords
drops
where they
back.
die, right?
Damn, sure.
Or
And
the
it's still just a,
returns.
Okay, would you
Just
rather
the 10-10.
them you not get your stuff back, but you can target artifacts or just creatures?
yeah. Then I just wouldn't do it. I don't think it's broken in any way. It's like so telegraphed. There's
Speaking
a
of broken.
2-drop and then 5 mana. That is messed up. though.
Yeah, you
I don't
still
like
you
that.
still want to give Tomer some more free stuff, Seth?
Yes, I'm regretting.
Yeah,
I'm
you
regretting.
feel his deck
I'm
is
regretting my
underpowered and you need
choices.
to hand him some freebies.
I'm regretting my choices. Yes, I take it back.
So
We
he's
are
got
friends, though,
infinite
right?
mana and infinite cards now.
We
So
are
2 extra
friends.
cards, right? But you get to look at 4 cards, discard 2. Wait, how many more times he only has to do this like twice more, and this thing can start hitting people, right?
Yeah, he's all, he can get there this turn with the pilots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
actually, do it
pilots are
now
3
because
power?
I crew for 3. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we can turn it on whenever. Wow.
Oh, and then he's gonna hit us with the triple strike.
I think we're just gonna cast this. Discard.
Stasis.
Eh.
Armageddon. Come on.
Close. Very close. Almost the same thing. Alright, that's it. I mean, the win condition is still very janky. Like I said, I'm going to try my best to assemble it, but I need to go.
Yeah, but your
run
commander is
powerful
your win
cards
con.
for
You just
No.
equip it and hit people.
It doesn't
today.
even have evasion.
Tomer with infinite mana and cards is
Good
actually
thing we
kinda
have
scary.
lots of blockers.
Everyone's playing attacking decks too, except maybe Phil.
I feels not playing attack. I'm not playing attacking decks either.
Oh, Seth is popping off here. He's
Oh,
some
gonna
lights.
double ramp.
set up.
Look out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. All right. I guess you get a treasure. Has anyone ever paid for a smothering tithe? I feel like it just never
It's
happens.
too much mana.
That's like way too much mana.
Like, if
to-
you
get
have
on
no
turn
cards
4,
in
it's-
hand or something.
Yeah, there's no point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Late game, you might pay for it.
I've paid for it when I know that I don't need the mana, right? But
All
like,
right. We're gonna Richard it up here. Do a little sort of animus thing.
you get double the trigger. That's pretty sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 lands
I
isn't
actually
bad.
think this is super.
Do you want to keep this, Seth? Then attack.
I
Richard,
would like.
Maybe. How about
I
that?
would like to.
Why don't you just hit Tomer?
I'll
Because you don't
block
need to
the foe.
actually hit him. Yeah,
I'm
you don't
gonna-
need to hit him, do you? You just need to
Yeah.
attack.
Do you want to deal damage or do you want to?
You can thin down these pilots. Come on, Seth.
You shouldn't have constructed me, Richard. You started it. That one attack. I'm not gonna let that go.
Also, statistically, Richard always wins. So I'm just saying.
That's also true.
That is statistically very correct.
Yeah.
Well, first Isshin trigger, double ramp, that's not bad.
That's kind of sweet, actually.
That's
Apparently-
actually, this is Goldos level right here.
Yeah.
You kill Isshin and he can replay because he has the 2 mana.
Apparently I only have one more basic left in my deck. That might have been a mistake.
Oh.
Wait, what? Serious? Wow.
Six is you gotta have room for MDFCs and channel lands.
I told you.
God.
This
Who
is
can
now you understand why I say
afford-
you don't have enough slots for basics because you play stuff like Sword of the Animus and it all
I'm
goes
running
pretty quickly.
like 15 basics in this deck, and I have Tundra. I don't know. Well, I guess there's 3 colors.
That doesn't
It's a
seem like
little
an
bit harder.
optimal allocation. 15
I think
basics.
I was missing the channel lands. I forgot to add the channel lands, but I don't think they're missing anything else really.
What
Wait,
about
what?
dual lands? Like the good ones.
I do have a dual lands. I have
And
Hallowed
fetches.
Fountain. I
How
have
do you
Tundra.
fit 15
I have
basics?
fetches.
Wait,
I
I've
even
got
have
a
I have a
question.
Misty Rainforest in my thing.
How do you
I
fit
have 3
MDFCs?
fetches in my.
So
Yeah.
the MTGO is asking me, pay 2 for Saffron Olive? Question
Hey.
mark. If you
Yeah,
don't, Dr.
yeah,
Enemy
it's
will
that.
get a treasure.
Sometimes you put Saffron Olive in the command zone.
Yeah. You never
Why
never
is
know
it
with
asking me
Nodo.
this?
You never know.
I will not pay 2 for Seth. What? Okay. I will pay 6 for this one though.
Is this the return of Hinata?
It is. Please just let me untap with it. It's not going to be that bad.
I feel like Hinata and Umezawa are commanders you just really gotta kill.
I think that's fair.
I should really start playing Force of Will or something. Like
It might
these
be
last
worth it.
games, I've never gotten to untap with my commander, really. Maybe it's time.
You can play Fierce
It's just
Guardianship.
so bad, though. Yeah, I mean, I do play Fierce Guardianship, but that's not card disadvantage. And Force of Will really is, especially in 3 colors. It's not even guaranteed that you can cast it for free. Oh.
Well, what is this?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Cyclonic
Nothing.
Rift. That's a lot of cards.
That is a lot of cards.
Oh my god, and a
you.
lot of
Oh.
treasures. Oh,
Wow.
I appreciate
Editor, you gotta show my hand here. I drew 7 lands.
no. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
All right. You could not believe it.
I don't believe
I mean,
it.
this would have been a really long game of disappointment if I didn't cast that, because I would just top deck land after land. All right. Now what?
Now what indeed? At least you have a land drop for the turn.
And the next. And the next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just play.
Ooh, that's like 2 land drops.
Yeah.
Pass the turn. Very exciting.
Fair and balanced.
And now Tomer wins.
No.
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 I mean, you get to see 4 cards for free.
Yeah.
And you have all
I mean,
the
I'm
mana.
in a decent position. Yeah. So I'm going to see what I can do.
Okay, Thought Monitor. Uh-huh.
Draw 2 cards. I need to draw cards.
I mean, we need Phil to rip off one of his X spells on Tomer, targeting all his permanents, and maybe
Yeah.
Phil will win the game while destroying Tomer's entire board, because Tomer has so many tokens right now. Wait, does it fizzle if you sack tokens in response? What happens? No, because you cast it, right?
Wait, for X spells or
Yeah, what's the rule? If you have like an X spell and like half the targets go away, it still resolves, right?
it's fine as long as there are
Yeah.
any targets.
At least one legal target has to remain, right? Basically.
Yeah.
So if you target 9 treasures, you might be blowing yourself out. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
That might go partly.
Oh, Tomer can untap other people's legendaries.
Oh, that's true.
What
do you think about Manamo? Like, do you play Manamo in all your decks? That's kind of like the old channel lands. Like, what's the drawback other than needing more basics? But
It's
The
not
drawback
a basic.
is it's $85.
oh, you
Oh
got
my
a Tundra on the
God.
battlement. I don't want to
It
hear
says
it.
the Tundra player here.
No,
but-
no, I'm saying why wouldn't you put
Okay,
it
if
in all your
budget was
decks?
no concern, would you put it in
Yeah.
all your decks?
I just forget. It's a good
most,
call,
yeah.
actually. In 2 color
Also, is
decks,
this
I'd
on
probably
our
play.
list for podcast topics? Because I don't remember seeing this.
Utility
I never-
lands. We should add it.
I never
Yeah,
played it,
utility
but I
lands
feel
would
like
be
it's good.
pretty interesting. Yeah, I never-
I think it's
I
so
do play it in
conditional
this,
though. You
I
need
hope.
to actually have something to do with it. Just untapping a random legendary is not good enough to go in your deck.
I'm looking at my deck list.
But if you're like Tomer and it actually has some synergy with your commander, then it's worth, I think.
wow, this
You don't
card
think
is
just
actually not
untapping your
very
commander
good.
is enough? You can attack and
I mean,
still block
okay,
or
would you
something?
play Seagate Restoration or would you play Minamo? Would you
play an island?
See,
or Minamo?
I don't think it's
Because
top
like
tier.
your non-basics are numbered, right? You can't just slam them. Like maybe 2 color deck is fine, right? But when you get to 3 or 4 or 5, like
1, 2, 3.
so Tomer has 7 cards,
7 cards.
I do have some
11
cards.
mana, 13
7
mana,
million
14 mana. Sorry.
4 pilots. Tomer's got it all.
Well, at least he's not attacking us. He could just be suiting up. Sure. Oh, he still can though. He still can attack us.
I mean, I can attack you with some 1/1s. Like I
No,
don't.
no, with the
I don't know.
pilot, with the mech.
No, the mech is tapped. Oh, I can untap it.
You don't
Yes.
tap it.
Yeah, but why would I do that? This is awkward. I can get Mech Titan right now, but I can't
Ooh.
do any. I can't do my thing yet.
1,
so.
What?
2, 3. Oh, you're so close. Untap and draw some more cards. Get your Magta. You can do it. You gotta go for it. Like that's the whole
Can't
deal.
you?
A win without Magta.
You have 7 cards. You don't have like another artifact creature in hand.
You can draw more with your commander too, right? If you want.
Yeah, you get
Untap
2 more.
it and draw again.
Look at 2 more.
Yeah, let's untap and draw it. Draw again.
You can literally cast Mycosynth Lattice.
I don't have Mycosynth Lattice in the deck. Let's do this. Draw 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
Discard.
Junk Diver in the graveyard. Huh.
Yes. We'll just we'll do this. We'll do this. This is fine. Let's 1, 2, cast Gold Mirror.
Oh.
Okay, here it is.
Oh. 1. That's it. That's enough.
it.
I don't.
right?
I don't have Mech Titan in my hand.
But that you can get it.
Oh, you can't get
Yeah.
it.
I can tutor for it. It's not. Yeah, it's not enough.
You have 9 mana though. That's not enough
right.
to tutor, cast, and activate.
Let's
Aw.
just another
No,
card
Mech Titan.
that you guys love.
Get out of here.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Rhystic Study. Sure.
That, yeah. It was looking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Should have wrapped Tomer's board.
Yeah, it was looking good.
Yeah. That's what I get for
Heuristic
feeling bad for
studies.
Tomer.
And Smothering Tide.
Yep.
Oh, God.
1, 2.
I think Tomer has summed up
3.
like the community hatred in like one
Yeah.
board
Look,
state here.
I don't
like
care.
a
You
Heuristic
guys-
Study, a Smothering Tide.
Look, you guys want to run these cards? I'll run these cards.
I don't
let's
run
jam.
these cards.
I
you
didn't
don't?
even put Heuristic Study in my deck.
I
I
do
have
run.
standards.
Smothering Tide sometimes.
All right, we'll set up. We'll grab that.
Wait, oh, you just fabricated him out, right?
Next turn.
I believe Richard.
Does it
I
have
believe
haste?
Richard that he has an opposition agent, so I
It
need
does
to
have
tutor
haste.
now.
So what is the Titan actually? It's like a 10/10 vigilance haste life. What does it actually do, Tomer?
Wait, can I not see?
10/10.
Oh,
Flying, vigilance, trample, lifelink, and haste.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Well, I'm gonna get some channel value. Boom. Look at that.
Jose Shu.
Damn.
Wait,
These are just.
2/1/1s. Look out.
wait a minute.
Wait, that's great though. Like,
Wait, what are you gonna do with
Look at those
this?
tokens.
Are you gonna pop off here? Would you just play it as a
It's
land?
just value.
No, it's too. How are
Free
people
spirit value.
What's
sleeping on the
2/1/1s gonna
red
do
one?
on this board state?
It triggering attack triggers?
yeah, that's what I'm
Like-
saying. Yes, but nothing currently triggers attack triggers right now.
Yeah, sure. Better than
Use the-
just a regular mountain.
I mean,
I played it in
maybe
an
it has a
aristocrat
drop.
stack. It's
I'm gonna try to do
crazy.
something fun. We'll see. We'll see if it works.
Here it is. Here it is. No, here's.
I gotta
here it
trust
is.
that Tomer is
coming.
actually my friend.
Orso
I'm
will
your
from
friend.
Tomer.
Okay.
Remember to K the one.
I
Seth.
just want to do the mech titan thing.
In that
You can
case,
see
I'm
it
just-
takes a lot of effort to do it. It's like 4
I'm just gonna
cards.
cast. I'm just gonna cast
Oh my
Winota, I
Oh,
think.
it's Minota. This is why. This is
Will you
why.
pay the one? Friend?
Why even ask, Tomer? Why even ask? Of course not.
Pay
Oh my
you don't need your 5. Oh my goodness.
I could though. Who knows?
I hope
Who
you
knows when
draw
I'll
him
hit
into
off
a
my
board wipe and then he
Winota.
wipes your board.
Alright. So Winota, pretty cool. Whenever I
It's-
attack with a
it's-
non-human, I get to dig for a human, basically.
Yeah.
So you get 4.
Yeah, and I got
humans here?
Isshin, so I get to trigger twice. So we'll see what happens. There are some humans in my deck. So let's see. This will
Sweet.
go at Phil. These will
I'm
go at
excited for
Richard.
this.
I'm excited for it too. Oh, and my Winota has haste. I guess that'll have to go at Richard too. All right. Boom. Triggers. Doubled. All right. First we'll thin the deck.
Oh, whoa!
Sort of animus.
4
So good.
Winota triggered. Yeah, this is sick.
Okay. So get our last basic. I'm definitely regretting
Your
playing
last
only 6 basics. Should have been like at least 7 or 8, probably.
I think you want to aim for 10 in a 3-color deck.
What? I'm playing 5.
I know.
Yeah, I-
That's
What?
crazy.
But I have
You guys are
0
actually crazy.
synergies with basics. So
I thought
Yeah, if
6
you don't
was a
have
lot.
any basic
I think you should
synergies,
play
then you can
0
run us.
if you have 0 synergies with basics.
yeah,
actually.
there's
I mean,
not
You don't need any
that's-
basics.
That's
Maybe 1 if you're
understandable.
scared of a path.
That's understandable, but like if you want to run like sort of the animus and stuff like
Sure.
that, like
All right,
You gotta have
Hamburg.
basics.
Wow,
10
Hamburger
10 is
Garrison.
much. Are we
Okay,
dead?
yeah.
What is hitting the board
Hammer
here?
is sweet.
Why is it indestructible?
Ryan,
Because
why-
Winota-
why is it
Winota
does everything.
indestructible?
Oh,
I don't
does?
even know why they added it there. They're just like
Yeah,
fire
it's kinda
design
brutal.
over. Just like, oh shoot, Ryu.
Oh, look,
No,
right.
it's too. It didn't work. It doesn't
I
trigger.
know, but it's a cool card.
Oh, and 2 whiffs. Ugh. Well, that's still not horrible.
That was pretty sweet.
Ryu's really good with Isshin.
What am I
like
getting?
that
Oh,
attacked
yeah.
by? I'm getting
Oh,
attacked
yes.
by the
The two
Flavor
Winota
Garrison
things.
and the
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, you'll take out 2
Oh, because they
pilots.
stack still. But you don't get an untap though. You need vigilance to make it work.
Wait, with so
Isshin
you
and
kind of only
Ryu.
attack with one thing, yeah.
But
Or
so
you
you
need
attack
to-
with one
there's
creature.
another-
You get 2 triggers, but then they actually stack because it's still the first combat. But
So you
then
can attack
don't
with
get the
like
second
one
untap.
trigger twice, or yeah, you can attack with one creature twice and then everything once with Ryu and in Isshin. If you don't have any more help, if you have more help, you can make it better, like with vigilance or something. But all right. So do a little damage, Phil. You're gonna get to untap with your commander, which probably
Sweet.
means
All right, let's see
Yeah.
the greatest wrath
things
of
are
all
gonna be
time here.
interesting.
Targeting.
or just
Um,
win. I don't know.
I mean, if Phil doesn't have a wrath, we're dead, right?
Yeah, I don't have a wrath. I'm just saying. Oh,
Okay,
this
do
is
you have
exciting.
one of those X targets wrath?
I'm actually
like
I'm
a
actually gonna
fireball?
I
Pay
mean,
the one this time.
No.
Phil can just do something that puts him in a commanding position. I don't know why you're counting on Hinata.
It needs the wrath, right? I mean, he can't
Hinata's
win
there.
with
Or
Or you
Hinata
could draw
out
like
of
a billion
nowhere.
cards, bounce a billion things.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I can
I
mass
Dude,
manipulation.
depends on
do
what I draw.
things.
Oh, mass
Yeah, you can take
manipulation.
the
Ooh,
board.
yeah, I would. Gosh.
Do the mass polymorph thingy, the indomitable creativity.
I'm super scared of this. Oh.
Yeah.
It's actually fine. I didn't kind of didn't draw what I wanted, so I'm just gonna go for the old value here if I don't mistap.
Full value.
Please
Let's
don't
see,
auto use this. Sorry. Okay, like this, and then this, and this, and just play this,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Oh.
Oh,
almost
my God.
almost cursed there. Oh, I hate this so much. Yeah, I just won't pay. This.
I paid for one of mine.
I'll use
Just
it.
saying.
I can't. I kind of need the mana. Sounds weird, but I'm not done with. I'm done with this turn, but I'm
It's
not
like-
done with what I can do. So I'm just gonna probably swing in here and we do have to deal with Toma, right?
That's scary.
I mean, the real question is, who is Richard going to kill?
How much damage?
Yeah, we can deal with this later when it turned out that Richard was the enemy all along.
I feel like Richard.
I can only block 2 damage.
I can only kill
anyway,
one person, even if I pop off.
I mean, you're set up to ninjutsu something, so you can potentially get the like Blightsteel kill. So the question is, like, who are you going to go after? Because you are set up to do it.
I was set up the turn before that as well.
Oh, you just need any big thing.
Block enough. I can block enough stuff.
You can't block
it's a Blightsteel.
Triton shore crasher.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
none of us
if
can
he
block
has
it.
I die. So yeah.
Or me, or Phil. Like if he's got it,
Phil
one
has
of us
mana
dies.
up. So does Seth. Actually, no. Tomer has mana.
So does Tomer.
So do I. I have 7. Excuse me.
I saw your lands. I didn't notice the other stack there.
Who's Richard most scared of? We're about to find out.
Well, does he even have the Blightsteel? We don't know.
I mean,
you 7 cards.
There's
you
already
need
non
the
Blightsteel
Umezawa
things that
first.
are-
That's why I told you this deck is terrible, because not only your reanimator, your telegraphed reanimator.
Yeah.
You need the combo pieces
the
so
Kalia,
everyone sees it.
Yeah, it's the Kalia dilemma, right? Like, if a Kalia ever attacks, then you have to assume it's the worst case scenario. So it has to be killed.
Yeah,
Because you don't have the information, right? So
We're not paying.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
It does say Saffron Olive for me too.
Would you like to pay
Okay.
2 for Saffron Olive? Oh,
Ask.
nice.
Oh,
nice basic.
Richard's not going for it. Interesting. Maybe he really does have 7
Maybe you should
lands.
attack me. Maybe I could do it at instant speed and kill you on the spot. So leave me alone.
Wow, Richard must really have nothing going on.
Whoa, wait, what?
I mean, he has the what's it called in his hand? The one that denies card draw.
Notion Thief, yeah.
Kind of a
Yeah.
notion thief.
Cyclonic Rift, maybe?
Kind of puts a damper on.
I've actually come to the conclusion that Cyclonic Rift is a terrible card. I'm not going to play it anymore.
Really?
Thank you.
It's like
just-
okay. It's like
No,
okay,
it's just
but it slows
dumb.
the game down so much and it's so
Yes.
win more that it's like not worth, I don't think, to run. It's
I
no
think it
longer an
just
auto
makes-
include for me.
It
You need
It
to
just makes
seriously think
games
about it.
super boring. Like, after the Cyclonic Rift, the player who cast it is just flexing on the other people. So, like,
But you
oh,
had to
look,
have a
my
winning
stuff
board
is
state,
telling-
otherwise it doesn't do anything. In which
Yeah,
case
otherwise
it's
it just-
win more. And
Yeah, last
if it's
week's
just somewhat
game.
neutral or losing, you just made the game go on for another
Yes.
35 minutes for no reason. Right. So
I mean-
I actually have turned on this. It's not like a couple years ago. If you asked me, I might say it's one of the best cards in Commander altogether. But now it's pretty down on my list.
All right.
Interesting.
it
I
is
think I just-
impactful. I just, like, don't like
That
the
doesn't mean I
impact.
won't play it, but
I will never play it. It's just dumb.
1, 2. Start with this.
Oh,
No,
my arcane
no.
signet.
Come on.
that is a Karn.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but at least you're not gonna.
Wait, do you even have artifacts, Phil? You have 2. Oh,
Yeah,
Phil's-
he had 1 up.
Phil's really
he
light
probably
on the
has
mana over there.
he has a double blue thingy.
How do
going
I-
on.
What am I? X is currently. No, it's 4. Okay. 5.
What is?
6.
You have an X
Oh.
spell with Karn?
No,
What?
I just want to use my mana. It's not even a very cool one. It's just. So, X equals 13 and I still pay 1.
Multi-target.
So, Icy Blast. Tap X target creatures. If you control a creature with power of 4 or greater, which I do, those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step.
yeah.
And I'm not going to pay the 1. Just draw
I
a
am very
card.
disappointed.
I'm sorry. I wanted to do
I had
this
plans
before you.
with my creatures.
like after your
Phil.
untap step. Yeah, your creatures never had a chance to attack, but at least now you can attack next turn. Kind of wanted to do this before you
in
attack step, to be
two
honest.
turns, right? They don't untap, right? Or no? Yeah, they don't.
I mean,
untap. Okay.
it's not your untaps. Like, yeah, in 2 turns, but at least They
Yeah.
don't get tapped in your turn.
That's true. I do appreciate that.
Still, though, this card is kind of brutal. We always talk about playing it in
Craziest.
Commander.
They should probably
There's
just
a
be the
reason why I
easiest
run
blast
it.
I've
It's
ever
not a
seen.
Mycosynth Lattice or anything, but there's a very specific reason why I run it in this
You
set.
gotta get your Mech Titan core back from
Get the Mech Titan
exile.
back.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I mean, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Richard's not playing the agent. Okay. Sorry, we'll draw a card?
Oh, and Phil didn't pay the 1. Interesting. I mean, that is kind of absurd that you cast 14 mana
Yeah.
worth of spells for one.
That's
for
crazy.
one. Like, that's what Hinata
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, that was quite good.
It's very
I
good.
just
with
want to
cards
see
like,
the mass manipulation.
Oh, same. Oh, boy.
Okay.
It's very cool with cards like Shark Typhoon because that would have made a 14/14 Shark token for 1 mana.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that would be sweet.
All right, we're going to go for the Mech Titan.
Who are you going to hit, though?
Until
friend?
your next turn. I mean, Richard's stopping me from playing the game, so
It's true.
we'll see.
I'm stopping you from playing the game.
I would
over
like
there.
to. I would like to draw cards. That's playing.
And
the
you
game,
said the Mech
Richard.
Titan at me, I will kill you. I'm just gonna say, look at Set's board over there.
Ah, it's all tapped down, though. Unfortunately.
He has haste. You still get double triggers, right?
I only have 1 card.
Oh, you only have
In
one
my
card
hand.
though.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's true.
God.
Yeah, so that's gonna Winota trigger a lot, but like we're
I
friends,
could
right? So-
attack. Oh, yeah. We're definitely friends.
You could hit the Hinata player at a fresh 35 life that just tapped your entire board. I guess you don't care
Yeah.
about that. It actually
No,
helps you. right?
I don't care about that. Yeah. It actually tapped down the Trident Shorestalker that I was terrified of. So
You can
that's-
also untap your. Oh wait, none of them are.
Richard, I just want to do cool things.
Yes.
It's the Mech
There it
Titan.
is. And counter.
I mean, it can be anything. But
The funniest is probably like
8/5.
stifling the activation.
He has a card to get it back though.
Oh,
It's fine.
yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, it doesn't exile? Wait, it does exile.
It
still.
does exile
Yeah,
SD
exile,
cost.
yeah.
So if you stifle it, it's the absolute blowout, right?
Hey,
Spend
so it
5
has an
mana,
Urza
and
Saga.
you lose it.
I do have an Urza Saga.
That construct is like a 2020.
Yeah, constructs. Scary.
Yeah.
That construct alone is the win con.
Exactly.
Oh, he's using all his treasures though.
1, 2, 3.
Wait,
Ooh, and you-
construct? Was there something?
The Karn tokens he can make from Urza Saga.
Oh,
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
They're
Ah,
actually
this I
freakishly
didn't
large
notice.
at this point.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot. I
And you
have
even get to exile the Thought Monitor in case it leaves the battlefield, then you get it back and draw more cards. That's
I think
that's
I have to
pretty sweet.
make the Karnstock first. That's probably
Wait, you're out
play.
of creatures?
Kind of.
Oh, are you trying to avoid exiling your commander? Is that the
Yeah.
the 2020 construct? Is it better?
Wait, why am I telling you everything I'm doing?
I mean, couldn't you just recast your commander and have a
It's-
2020 or something?
Eh.
That seems possible. Yeah, it's only a 14/14.
Wait till it comes back to his turn though, with the more treasures, right?
Yeah, no one ever pays for the Smothering Tithe.
Oh, I could have actually turned a non-token artifact creature into a creature.
Oh, you could have, Karn,
oh, you
like
could've
your
Karn
signet or
plus.
something.
Wait, what is the
Yeah,
Karn?
I'm still gonna do that actually.
Do you have anything in exile? You don't, right?
Pretty good.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do it this way. This seems good.
Here it
All right, now we
comes.
activate it. Finally.
I've never seen this token. Is the token epic? Let's see.
It's pretty cool. It's
Oh wait, no, we've
cooler
seen
than
the token
Cauldron
during spoiler
token.
season though. Never mind.
It's cooler than the Cauldron token, so there's that.
What's the
Oh,
Moto
yeah,
version
for
of it
sure.
though? Does it look good?
1, 2, 3.
Has the
4.
same animation as in Arena if you summon it on Moto.
All right,
That is
Richard.
It's true.
I'm not killing anybody. I'm just gonna hit somebody for 10.
Damn, look at that.
Eh,
Oh,
Not hitting me though, right?
why not?
Just asking.
I mean,
I will ruin Tomer's life. and then Phil will win the game because of this. But
And we're friends, I think.
because what I'm gonna do, Phil's gonna take. I know it.
All right, I'll hit Phil for 10. It's just 10.
It's only
The bluffing worked.
a little off the top. Just a little off the top.
Wait, so exile is telling.
It just hits you for 10.
I'm just
So
gonna
done.
remove it. You don't want to hit me with this.
What?
Why would it?
Sounds like a bluff to me.
I kind of don't want it because I want to spend my removal on Richard's shenanigans.
It says 10.
I'm gonna get hit for 10.
And Richard's going to flip out if I hit him for 10 too? Why is it already flipping out?
We're not threatening. We're just threatening you to keep you away from us.
No
Keep the
attacks.
10-10
What did you
Make-
exile with this?
Make
thing, by the
Mech Titan stay on defense.
Thought
I'm not
monitor.
staying on defense.
You can't make a Mech Titan and not attack with it. That would be
Yeah, I'm a tight.
that would be ridiculous.
You hit me. You just hit me for 4 with Hinata. I'm hitting you
True.
back.
You just hit
tapped
whatever you
your
want,
stuff.
and if they have answers, they may or may not answer it, right?
And plus, you got
That's how
Karn
the
to get
game
back,
goes.
so you can just do it again and again anyway.
I mean, until Karn dies.
Oh, Phil was
It's not going to work out.
Hey,
for
at least you still get the 10 life. Oh, it's not gonna work out. Yeah, I mean, if you counter this or bounce it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
I worked hard on this freaking.
And here comes the
Oh
notion
no!
beef.
Don't.
Bleh. There it is.
Yeah.
Would you like to pay the 1 though? Richard?
Over the card.
Tom already has so many cards.
I actually need my mana. I know. I know.
I appreciate
I never get away
That's
with
what
that.
everyone
with
says.
that line. No one accepts that from me. All right, draw some cards. I wish my board wasn't tapped.
We're all bickering against each other while Phil there's ripping off like 30 mana spells for like 1 mana.
I mean, I still think Phil's the one most likely to just like win.
This is
Richard
the
might
problem,
be most
right?
likely to kill
Hinata
someone,
and
but-
Umezawa can out of nowhere steal the game.
Yeah.
Right? Even though they have nothing going on. But then there's like these super scary things going on that's visible.
I think my deck and Tomer deck, you definitely see it coming. You need a bunch of stuff on the battlefield for it to
Well,
really do
your deck
anything.
has a fervor now, so we can't see it coming. But I do
Yeah, I
see
guess
1
that
card in your
helps.
hand. So that's less scary.
Let's see if this works. Gain.
Homer's gonna like give it hexproof.
Yeah, what is Tomer doing over there?
I don't know. He has 9 cards, but he's also only down to. Never mind. Still has like 5 mana.
Well,
Has Ristic study ever not paid for itself in cards? It seems like every time it draws more than
because
enough
no
to be
one
worth
plays
playing.
it right. If
Oh.
you played it right, you draw no cards.
Oh. Ooh, Phil could have just taken 10, but instead I'm gonna take 20. Wow.
Dang.
Wait, does it gain hexproof?
No, but protection from all colors.
Oh, protection
Yeah.
from all colors.
Even better.
I assume Phil's gonna steal it and then smack him back. I assume Phil
Oh, no,
has
that's
a
gonna
mass
be-
manipulation.
Another week. I just play mass manipulation as my steal spell, I think.
Or you must have
I
an agent
would-
of treachery at the very least. It's a Phil deck.
Oh, that might be in
Yeah.
every deck. Yeah, that might always. But I just have 4 mana. I don't think, and I can't draw cards. And
Deck, please.
yeah, it's not looking
How many
too
lands
good.
can I draw?
I just wanted to hit you for 10. I don't know why. That was pretty rude. I don't know. I'll say no to the ability.
Sure. Whoever denies Ristic Study triggers.
Okay. Take 20.
1 hour of revelation, and this game goes on for another 2 hours.
It's true.
That made me think sad.
This is the scenario we must avoid at all costs.
All right, Mech Titan's in there.
It's happening.
We saw
If
it.
only
We
it
saw
could
that
do
happen.
commander damage.
Big damage. Nice.
They should have had a clause where this token deals damage as though it was your commander.
Do I want to do
Ooh,
anything
like-
else?
We've never seen that before.
Toma's
That
at
would actually be
41.
cool.
All those
I mean, you
HE2
can just-
activations erased.
Don't you just want infect on a spell then? Give the creature infect and kill somebody? Which
Behold,
kinda-
mannequin.
Whoa.
The all-powerful mannequin.
It's like I have Smothering Tide, I have Rhystic Study, I have a Tundra, I have Ancient Tomb, mannequin.
I mean, it's a mana rock. It
It is mana rock. All right.
What, like steal a box? Like what's in his hand?
1, 2. Well, I think we actually pay for Smothering Tithe for once.
That's fine.
We got so
That doesn't
little
have
going
anything
on. Yes. Actually, my one card is not bad.
Our revelation.
No, it's not that good. I actually don't know if I want Hour of Revelation instead.
I guess you untap and it's all good.
Yes, I'm gonna play this card.
Ooh.
Oh wait,
Oh.
are we
A
go
pretty
to
good
helm
samurai.
today?
And we're not dead?
How
No.
close isn't it? Is it? No, it's a combat trigger.
I'm not playing Helm of the Host.
Can get another attack trigger equipment.
What's another one? Explorer scope? Like,
Explorer
what's an actual good
scope.
attack trigger? Sword of the
this
Myriad?
is this is a little
Argentum
bit
armor?
this is a little bit embarrassing.
Or Argentum armor?
I believe the Sword of the Animist is my only my only equipment.
Oh my god.
Oh my!
pretty
I thought you said
sure.
this was a good. Oh no! He gets
Yeah, he gets
multiple
another-
combats.
Oh wait,
when
no,
it
it isn't.
attacks.
That's not true. Haha.
When he attacks,
Boo.
you untap all
Oh.
samurai.
Dousing Dagger. Tomer, since we're friends, you can have the plants.
Why are you? He has so many creatures.
He has so many blockers already.
Your Dawson Dagger can't be
Yeah,
equipped,
you're
by
not
the way, because
attacking
of
me.
his card.
That is true. All right, so we get to go to combat. I think we have to attack Phil because he has a 2/2.
I don't think you get like double the value out of Goto though because you don't have a lot of vigilance.
He doesn't get double untaps, right?
Yeah, so he doesn't.
He gets two
doesn't have creatures
combats.
with vigilance.
This is going to be
But-
interesting. So I attack. I get to untap all my samurai.
Oh,
I get a.
Ooh.
I
He
get.
gets one
He
more
gets the-
big combat.
He gets to untap his other dudes. I forgot
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Oh, and
Oh.
that untaps. Wait, where's Ryu? Oh, so you can do like Winoda's a warrior, so you could like double attack with Winoda after this, which would be pretty sick.
So whenever
Yeah.
samurai, no, but Vinoda's tapped.
No,
Wait,
but it
Ryu
it
only
untaps
triggers in the
only
first.
samurai. Yeah,
Yeah,
never mind.
yeah. So he gets to.
He gets one more big attack after this.
Can you kill Phil? No, right?
I think so.
Wow,
He
you
has to
really
attack
think I
alone?
got something crazy? I would have cast it if I had something crazy last turn, and I can't draw cards because of this card right here. So please don't kill me.
All right, so we get an extra combat. Actually, this might not actually be enough.
Doesn't do anything, right? I don't think you got.
So I get to
enough
untap
going
my
on.
stuff. I have two more combats.
Two
But
more? Wait, right?
my stuff's gonna tap is the problem.
Oh, sure.
I was thinking I'd be able to get Ryu combats too, but I can't because it's already
No, because it's the first.
not
yeah.
the first combat.
You get one more combat now, right?
But I get one more combat here, so I can attack. Maybe this will be enough. I don't know. So I get to attack with Isshin. That's going to untap itself because Ryu's ability still is going to untap it because it's attacking alone. And then I get one more attack with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not that adds up to
What
Phil
does
being
Ryu
dead.
do? So whenever
When
untap
you
it.
attack alone.
Wait, where do you get initial combat from? I'm confused.
Goto. Second beginning.
Yeah,
of combat
Ryu's
stuff.
ability says whenever a samurai warrior you control attacks alone, untap it. And then if it's the first combat phase of the turn, there's an additional combat phase. So I don't get additional combat, but I do get to attack with Isshin
Yeah.
and
Man,
then
you gotta stop
untap
attacking.
it still.
You get
what
you
does
get like
untapping it do?
you get like
Get next
4
then.
sword triggers, but you have no base. Imagine if you had basics. Imagine how many basics you would.
I know. I probably should have played more basics in this deck, honestly.
You would have had like 20 basics on the battlefield at this point.
Yeah, I would have ramped so much.
Wait, so this is the end, or you get one more combat?
I get
he
one
gets-
more combat, so I get to
Yeah.
untap Isshin.
What? You get to
Thanks to
untap
Ryu's
Isshin.
ability.
He gets multiple
Wait.
extra
Yeah,
combats,
but
he
you don't
can't
get the
utilize
additional
them.
combats, right? Because it's not the first combat.
Yeah, it's not the
I don't get
first.
the
Why
extra
is it-
combat, but I still get the untap.
Oh.
They're two separate abilities, basically.
Yeah,
The
but then
untap works
the-
anytime.
This is it, right?
Well, but I still have one more combat from Go.
After this one, yeah.
Oh, yeah, one more combat from Godo.
Yeah.
And then you can swing with everything.
And that one I
You
can
want
swing
to.
with everything. Yeah.
Not at me though, right?
You can't swing at me. You can swing at Richard or Phil.
But Phil's not. Phil be at 1? Oh, no. There's still a Ryu over there.
Yeah.
Phil's not dead though, because he can block.
Oh, he can block too.
I don't
Yeah.
want to block.
But the Archmage
Even
doesn't
though
even
it-
do anything until
It doesn't do
off
anything.
the battlefield.
It just draws Richard cards.
I mean, I gotta take
draw
someone.
Richard cards.
I can't do this and not attack.
I mean, sure, yeah.
I'm still. Are you gonna win the game, Phil, and blow up all my stuff? Is
No,
it-
wait, okay. Let's be
I'm
realistic
super scared
here. I
of
have
Hinata.
4
Like
mana.
I'm just super,
Which is
super scared of Hinata.
it is kind of warranted, but the best thing I could do is draw into some kind of a board wipe. I can play the big board wipe. I forgot the name now because it's 3 red. There might be one for 2 red, although I don't think I have enough to pay for a reasonable X. I think it's like X equals 2, which
It
will
could be that Richard's just sitting on the Blightsteel and he's just waiting for Trident to untap and then he just one-shots somebody.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess-
It doesn't untap during my turn though, right?
You know, I think there's actually-
turn.
No, it doesn't. It says it doesn't untap during. Right?
Honestly, there's probably an argument to leaving back a blocker.
I guess you could attack with Notion, but there's no. You'd have to get a Notion Thief.
Only if Seth taps out.
Yeah, I guess if Trident doesn't untap, it's not as scary.
All right, I'll just.
I thought it was gonna untap, and then I'm just gonna die or something.
I know I'm gonna regret not attacking Phil here, but okay.
Wait, what's happening?
Why am I getting more Godo triggers?
It's an
for
attack
the
trigger.
first. Yeah, but for the first time each turn, usually, right?
Oh, did he? He didn't attack after this, did he? You just you played Godo. You already attacked with Godo.
Yeah, Godo was my
it's-
first attack because everything else was
this
tapped
has
out.
to be a Moto bug, I think.
Wait, is it
Is
gonna
this gonna-
untap?
Godo bar.
Oh,
That's totally a Godo bug though. That definitely should.
wait. Are we missing something? When it enters,
Yeah,
when
that
it
seems
attacks
weird,
for
yeah.
the first time each turn on Tap Mineral
Which it
Samurai.
did.
But it already attacked.
Yeah. Because everything else was tapped, so this was the one creature
Is
I
this
attacked with to
infinite
start all
Godo?
this.
Did we find
It
a
shouldn't. It
combo?
shouldn't be. I don't think it should be, right? Like, is it a bug? It's got to be. Oh my god, there's so many lands I could be tutoring up if I
What
built
does
my
this,
deck
does
a
this
little
mean
better.
that Legacy is broken? You can finally go to Isshin deck and win with infinite combats?
Well, we'll see. I don't. It untapped my stuff. I don't think it should have.
All right, Phil.
Phil, why
That
don't you
doesn't
just
I'm
sound
gonna
good.
sack this notion. Can you draw cards?
Don't help. You're gonna help Hinata?
Yes. I'm sitting on all lands. I need him to deal with the board. So yes.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm,
Plus, I need to get this Godo off the table here. Yeah, I think this is where we're at.
Makes sense.
I mean, if it's bugged, I'm not going to keep attacking with it. I'll just pass. If it
That'd
really
be
does keep
cool.
giving me more combats.
It'd be very funny.
If attacking,
I don't even know what extra combat you're on, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
Because you still have Ryu. You could still attack with Ryu, I think. One more time.
Oh, it is still giving me more combats. Huh. All right. Well, we'll just.
whoa.
So I think, like, it's got to be a bug, right? So I should just probably pass.
Pretty sure it's a-
Am I
There's no way
missing-
we're misinterpreting this, right? It literally
When
says
Samurai or Warrior attacks alone, untap it. If it's a first combat, Godo. Yeah, I'm just.
You
all right,
should
I'll
have.
just
You
pass.
should have gotten 2 extra combats. One. Well,
I got-
you would have gotten multiple extra combats off Godo actually, but you wouldn't have vigilance. So you wouldn't have taken advantage of it. So like one off
Right.
Godo, one off Ryu. Because Godo doesn't say like if it's the first one, it's like you just get it. You would have get twice. Like if you had Godo, Isshin, and vigilance, you could have attacked twice off the Godo triggers.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Whereas
And it attacks
Ryu
for the
says
first
only
time.
one.
Yes, it's definitely bugged. Yeah, because this is just giving me even more combat. So, all right, we will just pass 5th beginning of combat phase. We will pass.
It'd be very
I see
funny
a
if the
mass
editor's like,
manipulation.
actually, all of this worked fine. And it's like, what are you
This is
guys
what you're
on
supposed
about?
to do.
All
all right,
let's see the magic fill. You got an archmage.
That's-
You got
Oh.
not a.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm just
Phil.
trying to stay alive here. First
us
off,
all.
drawing a land would be kind of cool on turn 8 or something. That'd be
Oh yeah, Phil's mana's kind of pinched. I forgot because of that Karn. The Karn's kind of hitting Phil the hardest. I think.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
the card. Maybe I shouldn't have stacked my Notion Thief for helping Phil here. Phil's on 4 mana.
don't-
He
don't
really
help Phil.
needs to play some crazy X spell here.
He has Sonata and archmage. I'm sure something decent's gonna happen.
I'm still scared.
I am dead, I think.
Really?
Phil,
Nothing?
Notion Thief died for this. You gotta do
Is-
something.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
I'm
do you think-
just trying to stay alive here, but I think I can. Wow, I can brute force maybe staying alive, and in a very boring way. But wow, this is the least value I've ever got.
Psych Rift.
Oh no, even this doesn't work, right? This is an instant. I am so dead. Oh god. Yeah, this Khan is brutal right now.
Oh,
You can
Yes,
can't you kill
Jesus.
card? Oh wait, no,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
Mech Titan.
look
Wait,
at
wait,
this.
wait,
Yeah.
wait. Can you pump your creatures such that you could kill card with the Hinata?
pumping through Mech Titan seems tough. Mech Titan's actually pretty big.
What if I get rid of Mech Titan?
I can
comes
get rid
back?
of Mech Titan, but then I don't survive the
Oh, never mind,
Following
flyer comes
turns.
back, so no.
this-
You can't
The
get through.
Seth combat. I mean, you might die to Mech Titan. That's pretty cool, though, right? Wouldn't you prefer dying to Mech Titan?
If you gotta go,
A Blight Steel or something? Hey, come on. That's
oh
pretty
my
cool.
god, this is so boring. Maybe I could try to draw into it and then die if I don't.
I mean, if
do
you're
draw
dying either
2
way.
cards.
Okay, but
I'm
what's
not-
your way of staying alive?
oh, is this Magma Opus? It's got to be Magma Opus.
No, my way of staying alive is getting back the Icy Blast in the most unvaluey way possible.
and tapping everything again.
And then
And tap-
tapping everything again and try to
Isn't that
survive
good
another
enough?
turn. This is
I
not good. I mean,
As
I
long
could
as
probably
survive a
rather
turn.
die.
I think that's good enough. No, we get another turn.
Keeping everything tapped down would keep you alive, I guess.
I can't believe Mech Titans don't have hexproof.
I just need a.
I know.
Wait, what do I need? I need.
What
That's
does
like
it
You
even
just
no
need to tap
protection.
down like
What
Seth
does it even
scary
do?
attackers.
Wow, this is so boring.
Mech
Okay,
Titan.
I'm sorry, viewers. You probably thought Hinata would do some crazy stuff, but not with 4 mana on turn 8. So
Yo, I haven't cast a single ninja. I think you're good.
yeah,
Not
So
even the
3
fake
mana.
ninjas.
Reconstruct history, which should be like super cool in this deck because it targets a lot of stuff in my graveyard. I only
yeah.
target 1 instant, and that's Icy Blast.
Ugh.
Damn.
Do you want to pay the 1, though?
You
I
gotta
can't even say
leave
the
my
one.
Triton Shorestalker though, so I can one shot someone.
No.
Wait,
oh
I thought
my
it doesn't
goodness.
untap.
No.
No,
Oh, it doesn't
It'll be
untap.
2 turn cycles, but wait, it's effectively the same, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter if you target.
because
it's still the same.
it doesn't matter.
Wait, you think I should do it now to avoid counters from... I guess.
You think I'm gonna counter it?
No, counter from
Tomer might.
Tomo still has 8
Tomer
cards,
might.
man. And
I think you need to
probably,
do it
like,
before he draws more off Ristic Study.
I guess.
Oh wait, then you can hit Karn.
Yeah, but only for 4.
I mean,
Which
It
is
helps.
better than nothing,
no,
yeah.
Can't you tap all his
okay.
creatures and you get 6 damage in?
Oh, sure. Ooh.
Right? Because you have the Meritus.
Man, this was, like, Reconstruct History is so great
It's
in this
sad.
deck. But,
Just haven't got enough stuff in the graveyard, yeah.
And then you
'Cause it's
unlock
like 2 mana. Oh, so good.
2 mana.
yes. Wait,
Maybe
how
he
is
casts
this?
a full
Oh,
other
this targeting
spell.
is 3, 4, 5.
Man, Mech Titan.
Is it? Oh, come
Just
on.
give me hexproof. Ooh.
I can't believe it
need
doesn't have
more?
any protection. Like, doesn't Westville Abbey have indestructible at least?
Yes.
It's
The
I'm
new
surprised
one
it has
is
nothing.
Very
Any Voltron
disappointing.
shows, the Titan is always under threat of dying. Okay, if it was indestructible, it wouldn't be a series.
literally pay 7 mana, exile 4 other artifact creatures, put a Mech Titan,
Get
Decisive.
Here it is again.
freeze.
Wait,
One
you
mana
missed the mannequin.
I did not.
Did
It
you?
didn't.
No, it's
No, he
getting
targeted.
tapped.
He targeted it. He got it.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it
I got
highlight for
everything.
me? Oh, it does.
If you
it
highlight
highlights for
over
me.
the icy
Got you,
blast,
got
it
you.
shows it.
yeah.
I want to pay the 1.
Wow. Dodged it for one more turn.
Can you loop this infinitely? It's like taking turns, except you just do icy blast every turn.
Oh, so annoying. All right.
Phil, I will try my best to kill you if you get rid of the Karn.
I figured. Yeah, that's fine.
Because that's my way of getting back Mech Titan, and Richard has a removal spell for Mech Titan. So
Hey,
if you do,
it
if you
already
have to
did
kill the Karn.
20 damage lifelink, okay?
yeah,
It did the thing.
You don't have to kill the Karn though. If you don't kill the Karn, I will.
You'll see why
not
I
attack
have to.
you.
1/3 of your
I-
mana is locked under the Karn.
It is funny that Phil just keeps casting 17 mana spells for 1 mana, and he's like disappointed that his deck's not doing anything.
He's like,
cool.
not enough value.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
that's
I mean,
Feels
you're
like
right
on
to
the verge
be
of dying.
scared of Hinata. It's kind of crazy. Like, imagine what I could do if I not would have to stay alive. That being said, I might do something with my mana here.
Gross.
Do you think Hinata's just the strongest commander from Kamigawa? Like just
I think
CDH,
so.
like most broken, probably Hinata?
I don't know if it's CDH, but at like
CDH?
non-CDH tables, like if Hinata
It's-
just resolves and you like just do crazy things.
You have to hold so much mana to like resolve this thing, though.
But like
I mean, it's
Icy
strong.
Blast is 1 blue.
I guess
what
that's true.
was messed
Is
up?
there...
But like, what
Is
if you
that-
don't have a
wait.
Hinata? Like that icy blast is like the saddest card.
It's
you've
pretty
ever
bad,
seen.
yeah.
Right?
No.
Yeah, if people just kill Hinata every time, it gets a lot worse.
Okay, I'm gonna... I mean,
But that's true of all commanders.
does anybody have a
Most
creature
commanders.
land here? Oh,
Creature land. What?
wait, so...
Oh,
has
you
a
want it?
saga.
Oh, you're
Toma
gonna,
has
you're
his
gonna steal
commander.
something.
So I probably have to... Okay, well, now that I have my mana again, how about I play this and pay 3 life? I mean,
Oh, he's gonna Shadow Skull smash you? No, wait.
play
yeah.
this and another life. I mean, if you have it, down to 4.
Yeah.
Yo, Zoff consumption. Let's go.
Big spell, big spell.
Then
I should
play
have attacked Phil.
this.
I shouldn't have sacked my
probably-
notion.
I'm excited for Phil. I want to see Hinata do spells.
I've
I
already
was looking
seen
at
Cast
say
it.
that he
30
got
mana
rid
of
of
spells
Karn.
already. I think I've seen enough.
Yeah, me too. I've seen many spells.
So, Baral's expertise for 2 mana. What a bargain. And I
Oh,
can
now he
even...
gets another spell.
Oh, there goes. There
And he
goes
draws
some-
Oh
into
yeah,
a
so
card.
return up to 3 target artifacts and or creatures to their owner's hand, and I may cast a spell with mana value 4 or less from my hand without paying my mana
Oh,
cost.
that's brutal.
Really big on this card in Historic right now for some reason.
Mech Titan. Mech
Just
Titan
for fun, not
disappoints.
competitively. Yeah, Mech Titan gets kind of bounced by this. Do I pay for Ristic Study here? Yeah, yes.
I mean, you got
Damn,
the one.
Take that. If I draw
Sure,
one
that
drop right
one
now.
spell, that one mana can cast like 30 mana spells. So
Yeah, maybe if I draw something crazy with this art.
the leverage on your mana is insane here.
So the core is exiled, and my way of getting it back is in the graveyard. Feels good.
Well,
At least I
I'm
got to
just-
hit somebody.
I
At least
mean,
got
Time to
hit
just
somebody.
use those like
Pretty
pilots
big,
and
yeah.
just hit Phil.
I feel like
I
we
mean,
gotta,
that's
they're all
plan B.
tapped. I
At
feel
least
like we
the
gotta-
outfield.
Oh, you have pull from eternity, right?
I can cast a 4
not
drop, and
hands.
that's Whirlwind of Thought. Whenever I
Uh-oh.
cast a non-creature spell, draw a card.
All right.
Nice. Kind of wish I didn't
you-
pay for Ristic Study.
I really
Oh,
wish
no,
I
I
kept
already played
Motion
the
Thief
land.
now.
Yes.
Do you get back enough power to kill Phil? I think we gotta kill Phil this turn.
You have to kill Phil, yeah.
Oh wait, yeah.
Like if
don't
Phil
you just get
untaps
enough
here, he
power from
wins
the
like
next
a
time?
Oh,
million
yeah,
times
yeah,
over.
I get a
I'm
couple
dead for
things,
sure.
yeah.
No, you don't.
It's
you get
not
3.
enough. It's 3
That's
power,
3.
I think. But you
Wait, I
probably
can draw a
kill.
Ginger Brute.
Ginger Root off the
Keep drawing
top.
cards. Let's keep
I
drawing
mean, with
cards.
two cards
Tomer
for
gets the
every
tutor
spell.
with Saga too. Maybe you get an equipment or something.
Oh,
I don't have.
Explorer's
I don't
Scope.
have
I did
a.
thing now.
Ooh. Do I have a? No. No.
oh, you need the new Bone Splitter one. That one's actually kind of
I
good.
can get a skull clamp or something.
Oh, that would actually work.
Oh,
That would be
Starts
exactly
clamping-
Skull
clamping the
clamp
pilots
Exactsies.
very quickly. All right, that was pretty sweet. That was a good turn.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that
I
was
was helping Phil.
Pretty
at all.
crazy. I thought like
It
Also,
got
the
real pretty
Shorikai
quick.
is bounced, so it doesn't like I don't have haste or anything, right?
And this is Hinata like being mana screwed too, and it's
Yeah.
still like
It's-
wow.
Yeah, imagine if Hinata was left alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
Remember when
actually
you killed
running
it
well.
before it got to untap. Jeez.
Yeah. Whew. All right, Richard, Blight steal someone.
What? I need Ginger Brute, my commander, and a Blightsteel.
All right, Richard. Shields are down from everybody. It's time for you to win the game.
Uh-huh. Yep. All right. And you made it now.
Yep. Yep. Winning it.
We're winning. We're winning.
Yeah.
Are we winning?
Winning. Resolves. I'll allow it. Richard.
That had to be the worst Seagate restoration of all time. Richard
I
has done
definitely
so
did.
little
Oh,
after
that's-
drawing 7.
Richard, come on. Resolve.
Hmm.
I just. Oh, but Phil's gonna win when he untaps.
Seth
Yeah,
has
definitely.
Fervor. He could just like cast a creature.
I just don't have
Oh, that's
cards. I wish I had a creature. I would
just
love
saying.
to.
So I know it was scary what I did last time, but
You also draw 2 cards every spell.
Yeah,
The
there's-
rest of
Yeah.
it.
that is all
You
correct.
can't.
But Toma has 41 life, 13 cards, and
My
Ristic
win
Studies
condition
and
got
Small
exiled.
I mean, that is true, yeah. Yeah.
My win condition got exiled.
It did hit me for 20 life link, though. That's
Hey, it was supposed to be
crazy.
10. It was supposed to be 10.
Okay.
It sort of did its job.
If you draw cards, Richard, I might have enough treasure tokens to play enough creatures and tutor up a Lightning Greaves and hit him with Shorikai.
All right. What if
So you
I
need to
do
draw
this?
some cards, Richard. Draw cards.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that draws.
Ooh.
some
That'll
cards.
do it. That'll do it.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Help me help you.
Yeah, I think that's what we're on right now.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of card draw with that Ristic Study. Huh.
My card's not even. It's a planeswalker, but it's not. It should be an artifact planeswalker. Come on.
Do I really have nothing to do? This sucks. I'm like in shock and disbelief. I really have nothing to do here. But I can ninjutsu next turn if I could
Cast a
untap.
spell. Cast a spell.
You're going to draw so many cards. Next turn, you should be able to do things.
I imagine, yeah.
Well, if I need attacking creatures. See, this is too many combo pieces. So I need to draw the cards and keep my board alive. And then maybe I can ninjutsu something. But the good news is I'm like 1 Blightsteel top deck away from.
Oh, wait,
getting
wait, I can-
legitimacy.
So upkeep. Put a upkeep stop. Can I make a construct with Urza Saga?
Yes,
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
yes. The
That sounds
power
good.
of Urza Saga, but it doesn't have haste.
It does
Yeah,
not.
okay. So I put a stop on my upkeep. Hopefully it works.
It doesn't matter because it will trigger anyway, and when it triggers in response to the trigger.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
You'll
gonna
be
turn
good.
off auto yield just in case. I'm gonna just activate it. Pay 2.
This thing's going to be big.
Like-
1.
30, 20,
2.
20.
Also, Tomer has 14 cards in hand.
Yes.
I have a decent amount.
He has 57 cards left in deck. Seth has 78. Phil has
I
81.
have not drawn
I have
extra
74.
cards. Yeah.
Richard, are you gonna kill my construct if I try to kill
Are
Phil?
you going
with
to
it?
kill me?
No, I'm gonna try to kill Phil with it.
Then why would I kill it?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Would you like to draw 2 cards?
Yep, infinite mana.
Infinite mana.
Gonna-
15
why do they have to
cards,
fix
all
this
the
bug?
mana.
Why do I have to pay 2 for Saffron Olive?
I
It's
don't-
not
that
even
is
like
weird.
Dr.
I don't even
Anime,
know how
right?
it-
It's like Saffron Olive.
Yeah.
Like, how does this make any sense?
Yeah, I
Put it
don't.
on
I don't know.
I love that it puts it on the battlefield. It doesn't even like.
Yeah. At least it doesn't get lands.
I guess Soul Ring is a good card. I'll take Soul Ring.
Can never go wrong with a Soul Ring.
Can never go wrong with more
You
cards.
needed a ginger brute, and you would kill Phil with a ginger brute right here. It would have happened.
What if I just like get a Lightning Greaves and kill him that way?
How do you get lightning greaves?
Oh,
Probably got a lot of.
Why did you need the
artifact
extra
tutors.
artifact to get a lightning greaves?
Can't you just untap? Oh, you don't have something legendary.
I
Never
can
mind.
attack with just like the thought monitors and stuff.
He must have drawn the pull from eternity. He wants
No,
to get the
lethal.
Mech Titan back.
Wait, you have lethal? Don't
you
you
only
have
have 3.
3? I see 3.
No. Oh yeah, the Hedron Crawler doesn't have a thing. Whatever.
Oh yeah,
All right,
The thing.
let's
that'd be
Pass.
overpowered.
let's cast. We could do this actually. We cast 1, 2. We serve this.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
What is
So if you can get
It just
15
makes
artifacts
a
in your
mirror.
graveyard, you can make someone lose on Phyrexian.
You have
Otherwise,
15?
No.
it makes a 1/1 every time. Yeah.
Choose
I'm gonna
Phyrexian.
make
Come
one.
on.
I'm gonna make one.
Oh,
No,
that's so
no.
boring.
Yeah, Tomer has like 3.
That's me.
Pretty far away.
Just needs to self-mill.
A
Yeah.
lot. Foundry and Tomer's gonna win this game.
As the kids are saying, popping off. Blue. Lightning Greaves.
Oh, there we go.
Mm.
But why did you need the additional creature? I'm so confused.
What do you mean?
You're like, I need one more artifact creature.
What? Because I needed a creature to kill Phil.
Hmm.
How about that?
Oh, you didn't have
14,
enough power.
14 construct.
But you had the tribute mage. You can
I
just
had
equip-
3 power.
Yeah,
Oh,
the tribute mage is its own power.
yeah. I don't think about things very
I mean,
I thought you had a pull from eternity. You were trying to get Mech Titan back, and
it's also less
Gundam
it's also less of a sure thing because if I attack with 4 creatures and then one of them gets removed, but if I Lightning Greaves, clamp it onto the creature, and then it's basically 100% guaranteed gonna happen.
it's true.
Let's equip to the construct.
So if Phil
At the end
dies,
of the
does
day,
our
this one construct has dealt 75% the damage of Mech Titan. Right?
from a land
Only with the
also
help of
drew
the
up a
double
Soul
strike,
Ring?
too.
Oh my, it's ridiculous. Urza Saga is so good.
Mech Titan or construct? Construct. I'll take it.
Yep.
All right, let's
So
attack
good.
you. Attack.
You're gonna attack Richard, right? Look at it, consecrated strings.
Sorry, Phil.
Gonna draw so many cards.
He is.
Okay.
He is
I mean,
gonna
that's
draw a lot of
fine.
cards.
My next turn would have probably been a bit crazy, depending on what I draw. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, Hinata with 2 card draw effects. Whew,
Oh,
that could do some
Kinda cool.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. If Phil dies, do I get to untap from the Icy Blast? That just wears off and goes away with Phil. Please.
so I guess I'm
Alright.
rooting for Richard here this time. Just
Can you give me some
Like
cards
Slash
that
it
you're
out.
rooting, though?
Yeah.
I need some resources beyond moral support.
You got 11 cards, Richard. I got 1. I don't
Eh?
want to hear it. Oh, Tomer's just going to draw his deck. Ugh.
Oh, Thassa's Oracle win? You pulled out all the stops, right?
No, I'm not that smart.
Come on, let's see it.
I pulled out all the stops to win with what I wanted to win with.
You clamp your whole board in Thassa's Oracle.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he goes infinite here.
I don't.
No, I mean, like, you do. You get mana every time, right? So you can just keep going.
Only if you draw cards.
I mean, yeah, you can say
cards?
no. So Richard kind of goes infinite, I guess, maybe. Oh.
My deck's not strong enough to fight Mech Titan Core.
I feel like this is...
That's where we're at, guys.
This is literally like trade secrets at this point. Like, would you like to draw cards, Richard? I would like to draw cards, Richard. I win next turn, so...
Really, Tomer, I couldn't have guessed
All right.
All right, okay, Richard, all right.
All right, so we just got to kill Tomer this turn. Easy.
Yeah, go for it.
We got it.
Go for it.
Make him draw 8 cards.
That
That's
would be
actually
so
probably the
good.
most feasible way of killing him.
Oh, I actually play stuff like this, like Drawn in Dreams. This might have... Yeah, this would have done it for sure. I can mill twice as well.
The Fairy's protection.
Should have kept me alive, huh?
It's
Oh,
so
yeah,
laggy.
I don't think
Come
anything's
on.
I
gonna
wonder
resolve
why.
against Tomer's deck
Yeah.
anyway.
No, I have everything in my hand. I just want to get to my infinite
Okay.
Mech Titan army.
Padine.
That's
Oh, he's
cool.
making infinite Mech Titans.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wait.
Well, not
oh, so
infinite.
that's why you have the mirror gallery.
There, you get
mirror
all
box.
untapped, so you can
Okay.
attack me if you wish.
I'm gonna get you.
You will.
My
you will.
three samurai are coming for you.
We got the. Oh, please work. Yes.
Okay, gets back Mech Titan.
We
So
almost
Was it
now
have
worth letting Richard draw 70 cards for this one drop?
Yeah. I had to draw
Counter it,
that many
Richard.
cards to
Counter
find
it.
it. Do you want to fight about it? Do you want to fight about this, Richard? I'll kill you
I'm
with my other
swallowing my
creatures.
hand. Hold on.
I'll kill you with my other creatures, Richard. I'll kill you with my other creatures.
You can kill me however you want, but I am not dying to a Mech Titan.
Richard, please. Always no touristic study.
Seth, I'm gonna sacrifice myself to make sure this Mech
Okay,
Titan doesn't happen.
I appreciate that.
This is all I've got. Come on, Tomer. You want to fight
How
over
dare
Total
you.
Eternity? That's ridiculous.
Yes! This is the point of the deck, Richard!
Okay, fierce guardianship, Richard.
How much do you want this?
I'm pinched on mana, guys. I'm pinched on mana.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
why Tomer's winning this battle. He's got all the mana.
I cast Fierce Guardianship for free. I'm just gonna point that part out. I cast Force of Will and Fierce Guardianship for free. Fair magic cards all around.
Oh, Richard doesn't have any blue mana. That's awkward.
Richard, I'm going to Mech Titan Army.
Okay, there's a force.
Richard!
There's the force. There's the
Richard!
force. There's the force.
Richard, how dare you?
Oh,
This is a personal affront at this point. Come on, Richard.
Oh,
my-
okay.
Come on, Richard. Let me talk on a Mech Titan Army, Richard.
Pact to negation. Anyone? Come on.
Richard!
Do I?
Richard!
I'm pinched on blue mana. This is a problem.
Yeah.
Ah!
I didn't have the benefit of Ristic Study, Smothering Tide to back up the counter wars.
Yeah, fair magic cards. So why just give me the freaking Mech Titan?
The funny thing is, Tomer's doing all this to make a 10-10 when he's got a 55-55 versus Saga Construct.
Yeah, you just clone constructs.
Accidentally.
Richard, it's a bad one. I'm
Accidentally.
sending the message. It's sending the message, Richard. All right, we put it into the graveyard. Does anybody
Okay.
have any? All
Now,
right.
All right, Seth.
Surgical extraction.
Surgical
Bazooka
extraction.
bog off the top.
I swear you all behave. At least one. Choose up to one, please. Please. There we go. All right. It is,
Refurbish? Like, what do you have to get it back?
okay,
Agadeem's Awakening.
Pay X. This better work. Return with mana value 2 or less. Can't be less than 2. 1, 2. X is currently 2. X or less. X or less. Yes.
Okay.
That's all I.
Okay. Okay, we got the Dance of the Mance. Yes.
All right.
It's okay. So Toner will sack enough artifacts so that the construct is smaller than the Mech Titan core and save.
Pass this.
Okay.
All is
there's
yes.
Sculptor. Yep.
You want to make it hard? The hard way, Richard.
Wait, why do you have the Intruder Alarm in your deck? What's the point?
It
of
goes
this?
infinite with Mana Dorks and Shorikai.
Infinite. What? You just infinite. Oh, yeah, I see.
Infinite mana and infinite
Yeah.
draw your deck.
Seems
Milliken.
good.
Can you please win? Like, now?
No.
Are you really gonna have to wait for an untap?
Yeah. But I have many ways to.
Yes, the Fair's protection.
Yeah, of course. All right, Seth, you can go in for second. I'll allow second.
Thank you, Tomer.
I think
All right, I'm
that's
gonna
everything
pass.
interesting.
I'm gonna pass.
That was a good turn.
That was pretty decent.
I was
Not
alive when
bad.
this turn started. Crazy.
All right, Seth, just don't attack me.
That's, we can't let him reanimate this Mech Titan core. We gotta put pressure on him.
I don't know how I stop it. Like how can I stop it? That's the problem.
Can you draw out his Nefarious protection or a counter?
There's no
I
way.
mean, right now I have Vault of Champions in hand. I get to draw for my turn.
Seth, please. Seth, please. Just attack Richard. Just attack Richard, Seth. I even have fucking tokens.
That's actually a funny
No,
draw.
don't attack me. We gotta.
I don't think it matters.
we
but-
gotta put a stop to
Just attack
this.
Richard.
I mean, I gotta attack something. That's the whole point of Isshin is to attack. Maybe I can hit a good human that changes the equation.
Don't make all I did for nothing.
Maybe there's a human that gets us out of this. You never know. Okay, I gotta think about this. Whenever a samurai warrior attacks alone, so I gotta attack alone with a samurai or warrior. All right, so we're going to play our Vault of Champions.
Let's vault.
Are you actually gonna?
Oh.
Oh,
are you
just
actually
just
gonna attack me? Is this where we're at?
I don't think I mean, I don't know what attacking you does. I wish I could, but I don't think it does anything to actually attack you. Oh, I don't even know if there's any point to getting extra combat. I'm just jump attacking into. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to combat.
Do you have expensive cards in hand that I could help you with?
What?
I have a card in hand. It's expensive, but I have the mana to cast.
Do you
it
have
if I want
a
to.
memory lapse or whatever, like the white counter spell?
I do not. Do you have counters?
I think we can fight through Tover.
Really?
Okay,
Well, that's
I'm
possible.
not gonna attack you. I will try to kill Tover if I untap.
Are you attacking me, Seth?
Even
Yeah, there you go for it. Just go. Yeah, do your thing.
I mean, I
We
feel like I'm
have
dying
to.
anyway. So I'm gonna.
this is where all the villains band together to try to stop the Gundam. But turns out the Gundam has plot armor, so it's probably not gonna work.
All right,
I have the
so
power of love and friendship.
We attack Tomer with
How dare
everything.
you? How dare you?
Oh, the sword trick. Oh my god.
Oh, you get
Next
to
time
untap
I'm gonna play
everything.
more basics. So we get some Winota triggers. This might end with Moto crashing. Actually, it's kind of lagging.
No, I need to
That would be
attack with the
really
Infinite
funny
Mech Titan
if
Army.
after all this,
No,
if after all this, Winota crashes, crashes Moto.
No.
All right. Well, let's see what humans we get. So we get double Henry Garrison tokens. So good. Look out, that's 411s.
Tomer made like 8,000 viewers over there. I'm not sure if I'm impressed by the 4 header.
Let's crew.
What
I
about
guess.
4 Winota triggers?
8 worth of things. All right, 1.
I mean, you can easily just block all my stuff. You have so many creatures.
That's true.
This doesn't actually.
But I
want to
send a message. Crew.
I just want to spin my Winota.
3.
I don't think there's
4,
anything I get that actually
5,
matters, but
6, 7, 8. Why doesn't it tap during my next untap phase?
because you played Intruder Alarm.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
All right, creature form.
Okay.
It'd be funny if, after all said and done, I just untapped and Thassa's Oracle.
That would be pretty funny.
I'm not playing the card, but wouldn't that be a...
That would be something.
Like, what? I thought we were playing out all the stops. I got the Oracle in here. I'm in the right colors.
I mean,
All
maybe Tomer's out of counters. You never know.
Maybe.
He cast a lot that last turn.
It casts
Anything
a lot.
could happen.
Remember, he still needs to protect his Mech Titan. So he can't burn all his counters willy-nilly. That was just round one.
Oh, this untaps everything anyway.
There was a reason why I drew my entire deck. I'm just saying.
All right,
Untap
so
the
we make some
entire
tokens. I just want to see these Winota triggers. That's this attack. I don't think does anything, but I don't know. Winota's cool.
I'm just gonna render everything. Angry Tomer. Angry Mech Titan.
All right. We finally got to the Winota triggers.
Okay. We're just gonna cast this first.
What do we get? All right, do what you got to do. Flawless maneuver, sure.
What? Why do you need that?
Just to send a message.
All your creatures are bigger.
Sending a message.
It'd be funny if
All
in
right.
response he Doombladed Mech Titan Core.
Not all my creatures are bigger. Just 2 of them are bigger. Most of them are pretty small.
Actually, that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
you could like quad block anything.
I know, but I don't want to
Wants
lose
kill.
creatures.
You still need more creatures?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Is there a spell that makes all artifacts like a copy of an artifact or something?
Yes, Sahili's something. There's Sahili on the artwork, I think.
How much mana is that? How much do I need to keep up to counter that?
I think 5 or 6.
Richard, you don't have any more counters. You would have used it. You would have fought for it.
But there's also this thing that is a modal spell that does this from a pretty recent set. So I guess makes sense. Wait, what did...
Okay.
That's what we get. A 2/2 and a 4/3. Can you beat it?
Wow.
Wait, when you sack a treasure.
No, I don't even have.
Oh, these
a
are some good
treasure.
attack triggers.
Yeah, they are. They are good. Not beat Tomer's
All right,
current
now
board good,
you
but-
play You're Already Dead to kill Shorikai.
Got him. I mean, I think I'm going to cast my last card. I think Tomer probably has to counter it. And then maybe that helps you do your thing.
I just want to stop Tomer. We cannot die to a Mech Titan army.
I mean,
But
like
it's
Rita.
very cool.
you got your deck. Can you just one-shot him? Or you're expecting that he can just interact, probably?
I mean, I assume he can interact. Any removal of swords to plowshares, you might say, would do it.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
What if he just misblocks
no.
and dies on the spot?
that would be accidentally took 38 somehow. I don't think I have 38 power on the battlefield, but
Wait, do you get an extra combat? Do you get any more triggers? Is
I don't. This is
the last
it.
Combat.
This is it.
I think I did it correctly. Who knows? So if I take damage, I take damage.
Infectious Horde or whatever. What is the infect called?
Triumph of the Horde.
Triumph of the Hordes.
That would be good.
What do you have that he needs
Nobody's
to
playing
counter?
green though this time.
Yeah, we're not in the colors.
Krim would be proud.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the saddest Demir display I've ever seen. I'm not sure.
I mean, I have Indestructible. What can you play that is going to force me to counter it?
Farewell.
I mean, I think I can play something that'll make you
Farewell
counter it because
will get me
it'll
to
keep you
counter
from
it.
doing what you're trying to do. Yeah.
No!
Oh, what if he...
I don't think it beats you, but I think it stops you from doing what you spent all that card draw on. So,
Come on,
I mean,
Seth.
I have a card that might be S tier.
Come on, Seth.
Off consumption.
Well,
Card?
well, no, like
Possibly
literally
not
S tier. I'm not ironic S tier, like actual S tier
We're
MDFC.
onto inversioning?
But it's
considering that.
indestructible.
But why are they alive?
I mean, only as
Oh, I
creatures
missed
are
a spirit
indestructible.
token. Gosh.
Oh, yeah, it would kill Mech Titan Core.
Yeah, it would kill and the mirror box for whatever, making infinites
What?
of them.
What are you doing? You're casting
Uh,
Farewell?
No, onto inversion.
No, that looks like an inversion, yeah.
You gotta have a counter left over there, I'm sure.
I'm sure he does. Are you telling me
Well,
you don't
wait.
have a counter?
Well, maybe this helps Richard. Wait,
If you have-
spent all your counters?
If you have Teferi's protection, that's a blowout.
Yeah, but
for
I'm worried
Richard,
that
though, right?
Richard has things.
Yeah, but he can't kill you if his stuff dies.
he could just
So
like
I'm
he
not-
might half-ass his Oracle.
But how does the turret
Even
protection
then.
help you if I have the Oracle?
It doesn't even trigger enough at this point. Although
Why,
you
you
do have 75 cards.
Oh, all right.
That's-
I got no cards. That's all I got. Oh, this gives Richard. Oh no. Oh no.
So I'm down 1 mana from this? Okay.
Yeah, that's and your creatures, unfortunately.
Well,
Titan Army. Mech Titan Army.
there are no
You
get it,
answers
Tomer.
to be seen here.
Do
We
I wanna draw a
tried.
card?
We're not gonna pay the one.
Mech Titan Army. I'm not gonna draw a card. All right, Richard. I have no mana.
Okay,
up.
Seth, I appreciate you sacrificing yourself for the greater good.
I tried. I did my best.
Can Richard actually pull something off here? Oh.
Probably not now that his board's getting ramped. He might have needed.
Okay.
All right, there.
Okay, here we
You'll
are,
go,
boys.
Richard. Let's do it. At
I
least
can't even
play a
gingerbrew
ninja.
him. He's phased out.
You can gingerbrew me. I've given up.
All right. But it would
If
be
you
really cool.
okay, if you can kill me and in the process like draw 3 extra cards so you mill out, we can still deny him.
No.
Play steal me.
No!
Draw some cards along the way with Biden or something.
I'm ready. It's ready to go.
Okay,
Please.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No.
Oh no.
Stop saying words
I mean,
like
cool.
that.
Wait,
Stop saying words like that.
I mean,
Wait.
Gingerbrew, Umezawa.
But
Oh, I
he is
can't hit him.
spaced out though.
Yeah, you can't hit him. You can hit me.
I
You have-
just need to see if I have any more counter spells.
No.
You have something. Do you have anything that wins you the game?
No,
Like, if you had something that, like,
it's a,
directly
it's a
won-
tacky
No,
deck.
I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close.
Is there something that just randomly?
Infinite Mech Titan Army. So close. Give me a combat. Just stop doing things.
1, 2. How much blue mana do I have? So 1, 2, 3. So then we. Oh, do I have 3 or more islands?
You
I
have
do.
3
3.
more islands.
Or more, yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
So I'm gonna
islands.
Mystic Sanctuary.
No.
Put back the force of will.
No. Richard, stop, Richard. Be cool. Richard, be cool. Richard.
Okay.
Richard, be cool.
All right. So force of will on top. So I
Yeah.
will get to draw it on Tomer's turn.
Okay.
And then we will Siren Storm Tamer.
Yeah. Yup.
Counter target. The target.
But you're gonna draw it
You
on
were a
Thomas'
creature you
turn?
draw? What does Siren Storm Chaser do? Tamer do?
Okay, now I will play the card I was talking about. If I can find it in my hand. Hold on. I need to untap my mana so I don't randomly click a card and cast it. I'm scrolling. Where'd my card go? Scroll the other way. Scrolling. Scrolling.
Uh-huh.
Scrolling.
Yes.
Scrolling.
Yep.
Wait, did I not draw it? Where'd it go?
It's one of the 4 cards left in the deck.
Oh, this is
3 cards, right?
cursed.
There's a.
Oh yeah, the force of will. That's right.
Oh, here it
How
is.
are
Here
you
it is, here
gonna
it is.
draw it?
It's new art, so I couldn't find it.
There's no way. There's no way.
Okay.
Show and tell.
That's a
Okay.
freebie.
Why?
One player phased out, one player no cards in hand. This is the
Yeah.
ultimate show and tell.
Oh wait, he doesn't get anything?
No, he's faced out.
I don't
Right.
think so.
What does this?
Can you put a permanent into play, Tomer?
I could.
Oh, you can.
Can't
okay.
you? You
Oh.
must, right?
Why do I want to?
So I can blow it up.
Okay. I guess.
Oh, if Richard had a Karn or something.
You can have. You can have. You can have
So this card is super dicey, but if there's ever a week to play it, is when a week when I'm holding Blight Steels in hand.
Oh my god, it's Omniscience. Oh!
Oh.
So we have an
Oh! 72 cards in hand.
Are we actually losing?
Oh.
Oh, yes,
look at
you are
this.
actually losing.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh no.
No.
All right.
There's no way.
Game. Oh.
Well, how does he
Richard
win?
always wins. He always
How does he
wins.
win?
Wait, it's not
I
over,
cannot-
but it's.
He has to win.
I currently cannot win.
Okay, that's good.
Uh,
I like that.
Right? I can't, because you're phased out. I can't
Yeah,
kill you.
You can't
cannot-
win, but I imagine you can't die.
So do I need to do anything before Tomer untaps? That's the question.
I don't know your hand, but I assume not. I don't know.
Okay, I think we cast this though. Make sure no shenanigans.
Ooh.
Yep.
Sure.
Wow.
Fine.
That's so
Richard's
classic,
gonna-
Richard.
Yeah.
It's this.
And then I guess we.
There's no way you have enough answers, though, right?
He has 70 cards in hand for free.
Yeah,
He has his
I
entire
don't know.
deck.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
probably true.
All right.
I'm just gonna get some snacks.
I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna pass the turn here. Tomer.
Yeah, how's it going?
now,
Richard?
now it's the battle of the decks.
How's it going, Richard? All right, it's not over.
Oh, no.
It is not, but I might be able to stop you from doing your thingy now.
Can you?
Well, now Richard also has unlimited mana, so at least it's a fair fight.
Oh, I'm gonna draw a card. I don't know.
You have to draw a card.
Yeah. If you like sign and blood me to death, I'll cry.
You're at 37. Oh, 7 cards. You're a target player draws a card in my deck.
Oh, this is my upkeep. Okay, all right. This is fine. This is peachy. This is exactly how I wanted it to be, actually.
So I guess during your upkeep, I will cast out here. So you can make a Mech Titan immediately.
Yeah, you make Mech Titan whenever.
Wait, can you make infinite? No, right? Because exile, you can make it once.
Yeah, I assume he makes one and then copies them or turns all his other creatures into them or something. It's got to be. Wow.
So close.
I can't believe this
I should have
didn't
cast
necessarily
this
work.
He always wins.
And Tomer
I don't think I
draws
can
on
win. I
Titan
think
for nothing.
Tomer has too much stuff going on here.
I hope so. God.
I am very disappointed in Umezawa. If you have omniscience and 70 cards.
I could attack him. He was phased. I could kill Seth.
Well, I mean,
what's
next
the point
turn.
of that?
Next
Meanwhile,
turn.
Phil is just like,
You can't win next turn?
I mean, yes, I can win next turn. Okay.
Yeah.
can you?
How come I can't cast it? Oh, here we go.
What the heck?
Oh.
We're just gonna cast Ulamog.
That's good.
It's nonsense. You want to get rid of our 630?
Wait, whose triggers am I supposed to put on the stack?
It's yours.
Oh,
You
it's
definitely
mine,
gotta
it's
stack
mine.
your
I
Ulamog
didn't see
trigger,
it.
yeah.
I didn't see the Ulamog trigger. Oh, everything
What
has
if we-
hexproof. What?
Yeah, because of the
Oh,
weird
yeah, the
without guy.
Padim.
That didn't go according to plan.
You can destroy the Padim though.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, that would get rid of Hexproof.
Stop your shenanigans here,
I wonder.
What are you targeting? Oh, my intruder alarm.
Arm.
Okay. Rude, but fine.
Is there a way that Richard just goes infinite?
Richard just could play his entire deck.
I
mean,
need
so can
to
you.
swing, and that
I'm gonna draw
Teferi's
a card.
protection was
that ruined it.
Was a thing. If he didn't Teferi's protection, I could kill him. Obviously,
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so Ulamog down.
Can I go to my main phase, Richard? Would that be okay?
can you? So what if I? Well, if I can Karn, this would be hilarious. Okay, I think we're good.
We're good?
I don't think there's anything interesting I can do.
Okay. Oh, I get
there's,
mana.
there's that 5.
You get
I
more
forgot
mana,
there was a
Tomer.
mana drain.
You get more mana,
Yay! I don't know where to spend it all. All right, we're gonna see if we can still eke out a win here. We're going to pay 1 white. We're going to. What just happened? Oh, I misclicked. Cool. Richard, you can remove that.
Hmm. Huh. Ionic Storm Team Ray.
Why?
Should be cool.
Every time I want to cast something, I gotta scroll like my entire life. So hold on.
Run out of answers. You don't believe in interaction, Richard. You said so yourself. You run like 4.
Yeah, 69
You're out.
cards.
You're done.
Nice.
No!
Oh my
Damnation.
I'm gonna draw a card.
Tomer, do you have a response? What a wild game.
I just want that dumb Storm Chafer off the board now. Take it.
Isn't it getting damnationed anyway?
Tap if you control 3 or more artifacts, exile that creature.
Yeah, basically swords, but no life.
Stop it, Richard. Stop it, Richard.
Okay, Tomer wins battle 1. Siren Storm Tamer off the battlefield.
What do you do about this damnation, though?
Maybe he doesn't care. He just wants the damnation to resolve.
But
or he has like actual counter spells, and he needs to remove that counter spell off.
Sure, probably. Hope I.
All right.
I don't know what that Storm Tamer was doing. I'm very confused. Okay.
You got me.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Oh,
okay.
no.
Battle 1 has been won.
Oh, no. We're not going to even see it. Oh, my God.
Oh, there's no way he wouldn't protect it if it put his plan at risk. He doesn't need it.
Or he's just like actually out of.
Oops. Oh,
He gets
cast the
more
wrong thing.
creatures anyway.
I cast the wrong thing.
Oh, I need like a silence. Do I have a silence in my deck?
Please.
Yeah, I was wondering if either one of you had that. That would be so good.
Roll in my deck real quick here. Okay.
All right, jewel bonus. A little more mana.
Resolves. Where are you? That's what I wanted. Oops, a daisy. Cast you.
Sigh. Gonna make some Thopters.
You can make
Ooh, look at all those treasures you can draw cards with.
Please. Moto, please, Moto, please, Moto.
Oh, if this ends with a Moto crash, that would be disappointing. At this point, waiting for Dr. Anime to pay the costs.
Come on, Moto.
I just need a card that says target player draws cards. Why don't I have any card that does
Blood
this?
does that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Wheel would kill both of you. Did it die?
Dang, I didn't scroll far enough in my in my hand. That's awkward. I don't know what Moto's doing at this point.
Is this it? Is this the end?
This might be it.
Moto did pretty well considering what.
What you're paying costs.
Oh,
Okay,
there we
there it
go.
is.
Arcane
Okay.
Signet.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Make some tokens. Tomer's down to 13 minutes on the clock too, and Richard's at 17.
Yeah.
Why aren't the treasures
Car
in
oil
the
game.
stack anymore?
The Carl game.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Moto.
Okay. Seems weird. They're all over the place for me. So it's like,
Yeah,
okay, I guess it's enchantment artifact. No, there's an enchant. No, it's completely out of any order. Okay. Wow.
It might be
The
order-
spot looks so weird for me right now.
Is it the order they were
What's this?
played in? It might be the order that they were played in. Which
Oh
is
yeah,
weird.
right. It looks so weird.
I don't know why. I don't know why it'd be that order, but all right. More. So Tomer has plenty of creatures to try to mech Titan again. Mana Crypt. Make some dorks.
Please. Please.
But Tomer actually has to abide by the rules of magic and pay mana for things.
I know what is this?
You have a lot
nonsense?
of mana, but not
The
omniscience.
problem
mana.
is he's got more counters than me.
Do you think so? You both spent a lot of counters. You had several random counter wars.
And the problem is he has the initiative here, right? Like he gets to attack.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I mean, he's gonna basically make infinite mech titans,
Is he?
and then he's gonna attack. Oh shit!
Nice.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, he only gets one though. Never mind. Oh wait, does he get to untap with it? No, right? He only gets one spell.
Well, I mean,
What's he
but
putting under
what
it?
spell could it be?
I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Why would I counter the scepter? Just. Oh, I guess I can't counter. Oh no, you may copy.
What if he has the infinite infinite untap thing with that untap thing with that matter. Dramatic reversal. I guess it doesn't. I don't know what matters at this point in this game.
That is good.
I really hope Tomer does something exciting. He's not like attack with 1/1s.
Rude, but okay.
I think I know what he's trying to do.
I was trying to do exciting things, but you were very rude. Stopped me multiple times. So dramatic.
Right, so there's infinite. Okay.
Yeah. Sap this for.
I mean, does it really matter though?
Everything matters.
I mean, now he has as much mana as you do, I guess.
Oh, I guess he does.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Finalcan Engineer.
Are you
Sure.
Are you ready? We're gonna have some fun. It's time. Yep. We're gonna cast. It costs 6. Okay. Wait. I think I have to cast this first too, don't I? So I get blown out. Don't want that to happen. Come on, Sakushima.
Okay. More
what
legend
does this
rule
do?
protection. It's another, I assume another mirror box, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But why does
Another
it need
way
a
to-
different mirror box?
In case you
Yes.
kill one.
Let's go first one.
It would be pretty funny if you let him make
Come on,
infinite
Richard.
Mech Titan cores and then just bounce the mirror box.
Come on,
And they all
Richard.
legend rule themselves.
Let's make another. Sigh, I guess. Whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
All right, Richard. Let's see what you got. Show me what you got. Do I have any more things to tap for mana? Here we go, Richard. Choosing.
The Heelys, whatever, Majig? Wait, but you haven't
Yeah.
haven't made a Mech Titan yet.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our powers combined? Mech Titan?
Oh, you're making the Mech Titan.
Mech Titan?
Do I have a stifle? No, okay. That part is fine.
That part's fine. Good. Very good. All right. Blue. I guess I can whatever. 6. Oh my god, no. 5, 6. All right, Richard, do you have an answer for this hot shenanigan? Yeah!
Oh yeah.
There it is.
So exile target artifact. Each artifact becomes a whatever.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm finding it. I'm finding
Come on! Come on! Mech Titan Army! Masterful replication. Target artifact becomes each artifact you control becomes a copy of that artifact. Come on.
Yeah, so that would be like what, 50, 40?
No!
Hydro Mauling.
Mauling.
Do you want to... I'm going to draw.
Let's go, Tomer. Let's dump all our counter spells on the table and see what it looks like.
I don't think there's another counter.
I'm out of counters!
Yeah.
You're out of
Yeah.
counters.
I mean,
We spent all
being
this time and you're out of
fair-
counters?
You spent all the counters on Siren Storm Tamer battles. Y'all both fought over some weird stuff.
All right, Richard.
That was it?
Yeah.
I was ready. I was ready to. I grew my stupid minion to the same size of Mech Titan core. We're about to battle it.
We spent an hour of Tomer drawing his deck just for Hagra Mauling to ruin the whole thing. S tier. That's why you play
I
the
didn't even have
MBFC.
real mana to cast Hagra Mauling.
I tried so much. Oh. But hey, can you even kill me on your turn, Richard?
I actually don't know.
Oh,
anymore.
why?
I don't think you.
God.
I don't think.
Wait, can't you just
can.
dump all kinds of Ulamogs and Emrakuls on the battlefield and Blightsteel and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is this going to
Yeah,
come down to
okay.
who mills out first?
oh god.
You get like you don't have haste. It's fine.
Dude, I have flash.
He does have flash.
Yeah,
though.
it's
Oh, that's true. Dang.
Oh, I kind of wanted to see that now.
Well, I used like 3 counters.
I was so
already.
ready to do the counter wars. That was very anticlimactic.
Well, I need haste. I don't have haste. Wait. Why don't I have haste?
Pull from eternity again and do it again.
I don't have it. Man. I had one more cool. I could have sequenced it better. I didn't realize this one wasn't sorcery. I can smack you for some amount.
You don't have any creatures that can attack.
I have a Shorikai.
Oh, okay. Well, Ulamog's sitting right here.
I'm
Does
aware.
it fly? No, it does not fly.
Do I have anything?
What if I just kill Seth and wait 3 turns for Tomer to mill out?
I actually
didn't
honestly
ever
forgot I was
see
still
my-
alive.
Yeah.
I never even saw my lightning greaves. All right, we're just gonna cast this spell, I guess. This is May. This better be May. No, that's on May. That will kill me.
The trick is to
Sounds
not
like
kill
card
yourself.
draw.
2.
I mean, you guys, Tomer could stay alive, right? He could actually stop my kill and then we just both mill out.
Yeah.
Toma
that's it.
mills out first, though.
Yeah, and then Seth wins.
Come on, Seth. You can do it. You can finish him. I
I
believe
got
in you.
nothing. I got literally. I can make a 1/1 with Castle Ardenvale,
Come on, Seth.
and it doesn't
Come
even
on.
have haste.
I believe in you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the support, Tomer, but I think I'm going to disappoint. I got nothing.
I can make more blockers. Maybe that is enough.
Oh, Slither Blade. Do you have haste? Is Gingerboot going to do it?
I don't have his.
I mean, I assume we see the Blightsteel kill or something similar.
Oh, I have lightning greaves.
Oh.
But does that
Gingerboot is
Yeah.
foiled.
Oh, you threw that up a while ago?
I forgot that I had it. Does that do anything? Be funny. People will laugh. Laughter is the best in medicine. Let's do that. What could no? You choose it. No, well.
Are we doing something productive or are we making editor edit more?
Ah!
have I foiled Mech Titan or can you still salvage it?
Grrr! No, I can't salvage it. All right, let's just cast another. Can you kill me even if I put lots of blockers on the battlefield?
Yes, I have unblock. You need interaction. You need to be saving your mana and like holding every swords to plowshares you have, right?
I assume Richard has a lot of random unblockable doors.
I have random unblockables, so you know you need to deal with a flash unblockable if you want.
What
Blockers
does-
won't help.
Out of the 3 cards left in the library, what can we
But
think
he has
of?
24 in hand. He can still have enough answers.
Yeah, that's true.
What answers? I already. Yeah.
You need a bunch of instant speed removal, I guess, would be the hope.
Yeah.
But I also have counter spells, which I stocked up for a counter war, so you need lots of them.
How many counters
Yeah,
do
Richard
you
was
have?
Richard was prepared for that.
How many counters do you have? I can remove his graveyard.
Got him. You got
Oh,
you
you
got
have
the
a Relic of
got him.
Progenitors?
No, yeah, that's it. All right.
Oh, I
You
should
got
have opposition
me.
agented that. I could have took
You
one more
got
card out of
me.
your deck.
So the end of all this is Richard wins. Oh my god.
I
That's
didn't
disappointing.
realize he had multiple counters. Like, how many is he running? we saw the mana drain. We got a swan song out. He probably has fierce guardianship and like the other one, but like
Yeah,
I thought we got through. Wasn't there a force of will or no?
All right,
Come on,
top
Seth.
deck of the year. Come on. Okay, wait. Flash in the Tox roll.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
All right, let me get rid of Tomer's creatures.
Oh, that's so much for the Tomer's board theory.
in case something scary happens.
Okay, yeah.
It's hard to beat an Omniscience with 66 cards in hand.
Omniscience is that's kind of
that was my backup
ridiculous.
plan for when I couldn't ninjutsu anything in. I would just cast it and then just start casting stuff.
It's just a freaking Mech Titan needs
needs protection.
It's weird that it
it's so hard
at least
to
ward.
happen.
At least it would need some ward 4 or something.
I mean,
Yeah.
we
I
did
had
see
a-
it turn
I had
on
a
and
way to
smack
turn-
someone.
It should be ward equal to the number of artifacts you control.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, that would actually be good. Other than the counting it would require.
I had a way of turning my creatures into Ulamogs, but like they don't have haste, so
Right, so it doesn't do anything.
Oh, Sakashima's command or something.
and
like-
he just had
well.
everything at that point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, Omniscience and drawing your deck
Yeah.
is a combo.
I have Sakashima's will. That's the second way to turn all the creatures into Mech Titans.
okay.
And it
You
would have
did this-
stolen one of his creatures, but
You did do it once on stream or something, right, Tomer, or no? I feel like
Yeah.
I saw a tweet of like a screenshot of 1,000,000 Mech Titans.
I streamed the deck yesterday, and I played a low-powered version of it. Obviously, no fast mana, no like Ristic Study and stuff. And it took like 11 turns, but we finally got there. It was very
Ooh.
difficult. So this
It
one,
look-
I was like,
looks
it's
sweet.
so hard to pull it off that I was like, I'll pull out all the stops to make it happen. And you could see it's not an easy win.
Harder or easier than Cauldra? That's the real question. Mech Titan versus Cauldra. Not how good it is, but how easy it is to actually like pull off.
I think Culture's easier actually.
Mech Titan, you just need the card.
Yeah, but Mech Titan, but you need to actually kill somebody with Mech Titan, and that's the problem.
Oh, you want to kill someone with it, but you haven't killed anyone with
assembling
Cauldron either,
assembling Mech Titan is infinitely easier, but Cauldron is easier to win once you've assembled. So
I see. You know, this all wouldn't have happened if Tomer just used this construct, you know, the true MVP of his deck and just beat us. And didn't allow me to
wasn't
draw
the point
literally
of
like
the
90
deck.
cards.
that wasn't the point. Why would I do that?
All right, redraw.
All right, Seth, you finish him off.
Hey, I've been sitting here for 45 minutes waiting for my turn. I'm going to get all the value out of it I can. You're not going to
My
stop me
always
from
know is
cracking
not
my
working.
Mind Stone. Okay, Mind Stone. Boom. I don't think I have any relevant cards
I
in my
probably
deck.
will.
But
I might time out before Richard kills me.
I think the end might come quickly once I pass the turn.
Oh, you don't have Fervor. You can't even attack with it.
No, the Fervor's, yeah. My Undo Inversion took care of that. Well, that's a cool card. Does it do anything?
So I had a Swan Song left in the deck, but it's still in the library. So I guess
Just
if Richard
risk
stopped
drawing
playing,
one. Yeah, you should have.
Yeah. I didn't look
Actually,
at the. I didn't.
Because you
look
can kill
at,
both me and Seth if he resolves, right? So you don't actually need any cards. And
Yeah. Well, did you have any more responses? That's the question. I didn't check my
Titan.
3 cards left in my
Yeah?
library to see if you're tapped out.
Look, my
No.
best card. Double triggering Sun Titan's pretty good. All right,
Because
Sun
I could have
Titan.
done.
Boom.
I could have done
You know what?
mystical
None of this
tutor.
matters. I'm gonna pay. I could Fervor and get it back and attack and get it back something else, but none of this actually does anything. All
I
right.
could have mystical tutored, gotten Swan Song on top, drawn it with the Ristic Study, and then countered the Hagra Mauling. If I
oh, you
played
know, I can't
correctly.
even mill out.
Yeah, you have
all
all
these
of
like
them.
stupid.
Oh, 'cause you
like,
have all the
Eldrazi
Eldrazi.
things.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
But I can't get it out of my hand though, so maybe I can.
Oh, you got yeah. You need like a reading effect or something. I forgot. No max hand size drawback. All right. Let's see it, Richard. Let's see it.
All right. Cast some unblockable things.
Hmm. Did you have another removal spell or counter spell in hand? You
I
did.
definitely do. I also put a Force of Will on top of my deck, which
Yeah. Okay. So
I can
Swan Song
draw
wouldn't have
whenever I
done
want.
anything. Actually, I can draw myself to death. Don't make me do it.
I mean, you can ninjutsu me. That's fine. Slitherblade. Oh my goodness. I can see why this deck has some
I don't want to click
consistency
no anymore.
issues.
I want to say yes.
Homer's going out on his own terms.
No. I need to ninjutsu you.
Oh, you can ninjutsu us both now, right? Or oh no, because you got to spend mana. Oh,
Yeah, it has to be his turn.
yeah, and he can't omniscience Umezawa. Uh-oh.
I found the swan song. I found it.
Last card in the
foil
deck.
my ninjutsu on the way down.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no.
I need to get some mana.
Oh, you don't have mana with your
I know.
omniscience? Does he need mana?
Because I need to ninjutsu.
I see.
Yeah, so you need
Alright.
what?
I don't
12-ish
wanna-
mana?
Why isn't it giving me a chance to turn off auto yields?
All right, Coalition Relic. On songs.
Auto turns.
Josh, you guys.
You can ninjutsu
I don't
me,
want to
Richard.
click no anymore. This is enough.
All right. We can do the Blight Steel now. Wait, do I have enough mana? Let me just cast one more mana rock just to make sure.
Okay.
Wait, you
Moto,
can
please.
cast Umezawa now, right?
You can
I'm
flash
spam
it in for
clicking.
mana, yeah.
Yes.
I'm spam clicking everything.
I was setting it up to double ninjutsu.
You know, if it
Plus
breaks
counterspell
here,
back
it's a
up,
draw.
but since Tomer's killing himself, I guess I don't need
Oh,
anymore.
there goes
Counterspell back up.
Tomer. Yeah, I'm kind of out of cards, so as long as you can get through a Sun Titan, I think you got me.
All right.
Ah.
All right.
That was
All right.
insane.
We finally get
All
to
right,
see
ready?
Wow, what a
No
What a
ninja
game.
has been played this entire game. Not even a fake ninja.
Wow.
Here
Until
it
now.
is.
Oh wait. Do I die if I Umezawa? Put one with your hand. Put the rest.
Oh, it's not
No.
card draws, so you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, if
That
Seth
is
could
funny,
have
though,
just
that
like
you-
a-
Could have actually run out of cards.
if Seth could just like make him draw.
Oh, I
cards,
can't even
it's
cast with
cool.
admissions.
No, you
Just-
can't.
oh,
Only
you
from
can
hand
cast
with
from hand.
omniscience.
Oh, only
Yeah.
from hand.
But you can
Yeah,
cast
that's
it
a
for
hard
mana.
cast.
All right.
Yeah, it would have been funny if I had like Teferi's protection or like something like to mill Richard out and actually
You
steal
can
it.
have Angel's Grace. That would be the
Ooh,
one thing
that
that
would
would
be
save
good.
you if you had a card.
Oh, I can't believe Richard's gonna win this.
I believe it.
All right,
Yo,
that was highly.
wins!
This was all Tomer's fault. This was
I thought
highly
Tomer was gonna
unlikely.
win
I
for
drew
sure.
actual heart garbage off the Seagate.
There it
Like,
is.
there's
Umezawa.
actually no point to this because like I didn't even need to. I can just like.
I guess
cast
you could
with
just
Blight Steel.
cast stuff and attack me. Yeah.
All right, Slither Blade.
Here comes the salamander. Ooh, the slither blade.
Wow.
No
I
blocks.
gotta find
What
the
if
Blight
what if
Steel.
Seth has a removal spell?
Wait, how come I can't ninjutsu it?
What if Seth has multiple?
You gotta
removal
wait
spells?
till the block after.
Oh,
I don't
blockers
block.
haven't happened
Yes,
yet.
Yeah.
declare no blocks.
I thought it bugged with omniscience.
Okay, now you should be able to. So what are the other good targets? Blazeel's probably number one. Is it like Ulamog and Eldrazi? Is that the backups?
Yeah, tell us about your deck.
No,
Richard.
there's like
we're
a
gonna
bunch
do an
of.
outro while you kill.
Hold on, let me cast this and then I can scroll to find the other cards.
What type of oil do you use, Richard, for a ninja deck?
Pyrexian.
Oh,
Pyrexian oils.
If
the
your
answer.
deck had a Spotify list, what would be the top 10 songs?
There it is. Ninja Blightsteel.
Ninja Blightsteel.
It actually happened.
Oh, I have to put a card in my
A
hand.
fitting way to end it.
Yeah, you could have accidentally had to mill yourself out with your commander if if it went much longer. I will take
Boom.
11. Good game.
GG.
Wow.
GG.
I don't even know who to vote for.
Bill.
The
hero we all needed.
Play for like an hour. All right. Well, that was
Wow.
quite the game. Everybody got to pop off, which was pretty sweet.
Yeah, everyone did things.
Unfortunately, Phil exited the game a bit early.
Not 2 turns ago. It's just about an hour ago as well.
2 turns, 2 hours ago. Same
2 hours ago. Phil, what were some cool cards in Hinata that you didn't get this showcase? Like your top 2 or top 1?
Let me just check my deck list. So the coolest ones are probably like Soulfire Eruption. We've seen this last episode. That's pretty crazy. But my favorite by far is, you would have guessed it, Blatant Thievery and Mass Manipulation. Because like stealing stuff. Also, Cracker with power is pretty interesting.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, but the ones that steal stuff are obviously the coolest. The whole deck is, you've seen what it does if you let it untouched, untap with while relatively being alive for like half a turn, pretty much. Like as soon as I unlocked my mana rocks, it went pretty crazy. I still played 9 mana worth of stuff after the Khan died, and next turn would have been probably pretty cool. Not as cool as what Toma did, but then again, Toma died, so take that for what you will. Yeah, the deck was kind of cool. I think next week's deck I will like a little bit more, though, to be honest.
I thought this was very much like on your brand. Like,
yeah, but next week's gonna be even better. It's
that's exciting.
Oh, not for you guys.
All right, Seth, what do you got? We got to see like Isshin just do like really consistent, good. I wouldn't say fair magic, because I don't know if I could say fair magic with Hinata in the same sentence, but like it was very like consistent, right? Like it felt like you had a bunch of really good Haymaker cards, and they just got better with Isshin, which was cool to see.
Phil's Icy Blasts were pretty brutal for a deck that really wanted to like build a board and attack. So that kind of like really slowed me down a lot, because I would have a bunch of Winota triggers and so forth. But you got to see what the deck was basically trying to do. There just happens to be a mixture of humans in the deck, so Winota just kind of works without even trying to build around it, because like Adeline's really good with my commander, with Isshin. Adriana, the melee human, is in there, and then a lot of the samurais just happen to be human. So that part of the deck kind of works. As far as like cool cards in the deck, I mean, it's a lot of creatures with attack triggers, Sun Titans and Scourge of the Thrones and so forth. Probably my favorite card is Invasion Plans. It's this really old enchantment that I haven't noticed other people playing when I looked at EGH Rec, but it's a 3-mana red enchantment that said each creature blocks whenever able. An attacking player chooses how creatures block. So if you're going to be attacking all the time, you can actually make your opponent kind of chump block and use it as like a weird removal spell, which is really neat. And then just stuff that triggers on your opponent's attacking. Search the Premises can make a bunch of clues, and Revenge of the Ravens can do a bunch of draining. So I think the deck's really neat. I definitely plan on playing it more in the future. Icy Blast plus not hitting any card draw spells made it a little bit tough to like keep up when the game went long, and just how the game went with everyone else drawing their decks. But I still think Isshin is a really, really powerful commander and a really fun one to play.
Yeah, it felt unfortunate that you didn't get to hit your card draw, really, because
I was kind of just empty-handed all game. Yeah, I couldn't really keep refueling there, but that's what happens sometimes.
Yeah. All right, Richard, we got to see Blightsteel, so that was kind of like the prophecy fulfilled moment.
So Blightsteel is the thing you want to do, because it's indestructible and infect trample. Ulamog you saw as well. Jin-Gitaxias. Chuck that down, refill your hand. Mind Leech Mass, which you can play a non-land from someone's hand when it hits. Toxroll, Silent Blade Oni, which we know you exile the top cards and play. Diluvian Primordial, get more value. So basically once Omniscience resolved, like Tomura was done, because I had Diluvian Primordial. I had a Fierce Guardianship to back up the show and tell in case someone wanted to do something. But once I have access to your graveyards, and I think the ley line was pretty important. Like I wouldn't be able to do everything at instant speed, so Omniscience plus ley line pretty much sealed it. Training Grounds is a good inclusion, I think, in the deck, because your ninjutsu are reduced by 2. So you just want to get in ninjutsu. The rest of the deck is just like terrible 1-drops. It's like birds, right? It's just like 1-drops that evade. And then you hope you draw a reconnaissance mission or a Biden to draw your way back from playing all those birds. And then when the time is ready, you ninjutsu one-shot someone. And that was the whole deck. The rest is just counterspell. I played spot removal. Yeah, didn't expect that one, huh?
A decent amount.
I had opposition agent, and because I figured if you're gonna play something that everyone hates, you gotta actually back it up, right? You can't ninjutsu in like terrible uncommon 8/8s because everyone will try to kill you. And like I literally drew like 10 lands, and you guys are like, kill Richard, and I'm like, I have nothing to defend myself with. So I was trying to Hail Mary save Phil to save us all. Yeah. And then he almost killed us. So I'm like, that was a bad idea.
The slower worked in your favor because if you just play like a Satoru Umezawa, people would be like, he has Umezawa on turn 4, kill him, right? Like he has.
The problem is like if you get a Blightsteel down, it's really hard for you to kill me because it's indestructible and you need blockers to not die. So it might be okay to just YOLO it and like send the Blightsteel in.
That's the payoff because we were comparing it to sneak attack, but like sneak attack, the creature gets sacrificed on a turn. But like if there's a Ulamog that got snuck in, like you have to deal with an indestructible Ulamog. Like that's not super easy for a lot of decks. So I think it's worth it. But yeah, it was a smart way to not be the enemy at the beginning and let the rest of the table do that for you.
Yeah, but I literally drew 8 lands off that Seagate Restoration. Like straight up all lands. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is a bad look.
Well, so as for my deck, it's bad. I'll be honest, it's really bad because first of all, Mech Titan doesn't have hexproof or indestructible, and it exiles itself once it goes away. It doesn't even go to the graveyard or anything, so it's like it's super hard to. You have to assemble Mech Titan, and then you have to protect Mech Titan, and then you have to make the infinite Mech Titan army. I had like almost the entirety of my deck was just devoted to assembling the Mech Titan, getting around the legendary rule, protecting the Mech Titan, having ways to return the Mech Titan, all that sort of stuff. So there wasn't a lot of room for other things in the deck. So I had like 2 spot removal, I had 5 counter magic, I had like 2 board wipes, and that was it. And then just like busted ramp cards, Ristic Study, Smothering Tithe, and stuff like that. I had Sakashima's Will as the secondary way to copy, make a Mech Titan army. And it can steal a creature as well. It's sorcery speed though. So that plus the other way was to make the Mech Titan army. Is it a good deck? No, it's bad. It's a bad deck, but like, it was very close to pulling it off, and I pulled it off on stream. So I was pretty happy with how far it got, and I got to do a 20 to fill in the air with 1 turn cycle. So the haste helped for sure. So it's janky. I think if you go into Mech Titan, you have to bring a pretty high powered deck for it to work, or else it's just not gonna do too much. But it's pretty sweet, and the token's really cool. So.
It seems hilarious when it goes off, like when you actually did it, and you did get pretty close. So
yeah, I did, and I got 20. I did a 20 life swing, which is pretty darn sweet. So that's it, everybody. That was another long one. We had the first game last week was 3 hours, and this one is, oh boy, it's just on 3 hour mark as well. Hopefully, we play faster games next time. I know I will. I'm going to be playing an aggro deck. And it's not going to try to take 10 turns assembling Mech Titan. It's going to play fair, clean aggro magic. So I'm excited for that one.
We said this game would be fast. We're playing all high-powered decks. Like, better be
no, but I
and then this is what happened.
I knew I would take 10 turns either way. That's the type of deck this is. Next one won't be, though. But we're going to be playing more Kamigawa Commanders next week. So hope you enjoy. And if you made it this far, thank you. Like and subscribe if you want to help out, all that good stuff. All right, bye.